and welcome everyone to the Woodbridge Channel's coverage of high school sports. We're at Woodbridge High tonight for the 23rd annual Snapple Bowl featuring stars from Middlesex County and Union County, and I am joined by my colleague, our mismatched mayor.
I'm matched perfectly. Colonia hat, Kennedy shirt, and Woodbridge pants.
Well, you got them all covered. John, this should be a lot of fun today. It's a beautifully warm summer day, so we have to watch out a little for dehydration and exhaustion, but we got a lot of talent on the field today.
Oh, yeah, we got our 3 high schools. They just introduced all the players, recognizable names in all 3 teams. And, of course, don't forget, we got cheerleaders from each of the teams, too. They're all, chosen by the coaches. They're all seniors. I was there with them last week at Lakeview School. What a great bunch of kids.
Yeah, great bunch of kids and a great cause. This is over the 20. I think the 23rd Snapple Bowl. They've raised about $545,000 for disabled kids at Lakeview School, as you pointed out, and I think special hospital,
Children's Mountainside Hospital,
in Mountainside. Yep. So it's a great cause. They include the cheerleaders. They pay an awful lot of attention to that. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a great football game. So
we get a chance to show off the brand new stadium here.
That's right.
Which is now the whole 2 counties. All the teams that haven't played here yet can see it. And we're very, very proud of that. So
that's right. So
looking forward to a great game.
All right. So we'll get started. Stay with us. We'll be with you for the start of the game in just a minute. As we are underway. Middlesex won the toss. They elected to defer to the second half. And that's Middlesex in blue, trimmed in orange. And Union fields the kickoff return.
Shaw from Westfield High School returned that short of the 20.
So, not good starting position for Union County.
That guy got the wrong name on the return.
I think it was number 9, Elijah Harrison from Linden. I have it. I think it was 9.
Yeah, my bad.
We'll try to pick up the numbers here. We don't have starting rosters.
3 players from each of our teams: 3 Colonia, 3 Woodbridge, and 3 JFK.
A lot of skilled players from Woodbridge. Tracy Fudge and Bashir, I think, is in the game, right? And Andrew Roberts.
From Woodbridge, yeah, we have Tracy Fudge. We have Dave McDevitt and Nate Lanier.
Takes a snap from center. Hands off, bounces outside. Nice move there by
number 3 on the carry.
Bashir Lauderdale's in there for Colonia. Lee Tamburello I saw on the kicking team. And also from Colonia we have Tyler Santos. JFK sends in Andrew Roberts.
For Union.
Christian Cardoza. I'm sorry. And there's another Kennedy guy here somewhere.
There was Gervanson Goulamé on the first carry. Under center for Union County will be Sebastian. It's cut off a little bit, but Montedeska. No gain there as the Middlesex group blocks up the middle of the line.
I'm going to correct myself. There's 4 Woodbridge, 3 Colonia, and 2 JFK. The Woodbridge guy that I didn't say before was Modica, James Modica.
So that'll bring up 3rd and 9, we'll call it, from the 16-yard line. Got to get out to about a little actually past the 26. So it's probably closer to a full 10. Hopping out of shotgun, pitch out into the flat.
And big stop by Middlesex.
Jaquil Birch, but right there to snuff that out was number 45, Joe Papa.
And we'll see who comes out at quarterback. There's only 2 quarterbacks listed on the roster: Andrew Roberts from JFK and Tracy Fudge from Woodbridge. So it's one of our 2 guys.
1 yard gain, 4th and 9. On the punt for Union is number 15.
So they'll pick up a yard and a half on that one. It'll be 4th and 9, and back into punt for Union County is number 15. That's Joseph Norton out of Cranford High School. Because they're rolling
to
sort
be
of
punting. There he goes with the running punt.
Yep.
It's a nice one, very nice one.
Deep fair catch called for by Corey Williams, I should say, from Saraville High.
Norton's punt is down at the 32
Has a beautiful punt. Goes all the way down to the Middlesex 33, and that's where they'll be in business for their first possession.
Nate Lanier going out there for Woodbridge, and it looks like Tracy Fudge is the quarterback.
Taken of Edison, who was the
James Modica from from Woodbridge is a receiver. So Fudge has two of his familiar players there with him. I can't see if McDevitt's on the line starting yet. There goes Lanier. Modica.
A little bit low. Hands it inside. Who was that? That's number 22.
Samad Davila from New Brunswick.
Tracy Fudge wearing his familiar number 10.
4-yard gain, 2nd and 6.
Picks up 4 on that one. Middlesex comes in having won 9 of the last 10.
Almost,
nice pass out to James Modica from Woodbridge. He goes to his teammate, does Fudge.
And McDevitt is in the game, so all 4 of the Woodbridge players are starting here today. Yep. And how important do you think that is of have a quarterback throwing to a receiver he's used to?
You could see it, right? That timing had to be picture perfect, and it was. He just lofted it out there.
It was only inches away from being tipped.
Here comes Blitz up the middle. Low snap. Hands it off to Jason Lee, South Plainfield. Jason Lee had a terrific year. I guess we can say that about just everybody who's on the field right now. But
loss, will bring up 2nd and 13.
As we said, Middlesex comes in having one of 9 of the last 10. Fudge gets some pressure, but gets it out to Modica.
Maybe back to the original line of scrimmage.
Bring up 3rd and 10. He picks up 3 on that one. We see a couple. There's James Modica. He's number 5. Let's see what Middlesex has up their sleeve here.
A little confusion on. Looks like Fudge has the plays on his forearm.
Kind of a wild helmet there on number 12.
Be chased out of the
pocket.
Trouble. Oh, tripped up and down.
Number 17, Noah Pointer Gamore from Highland Park. I'm sorry, that's
Sahini Omakaro from Hillside High on the stop. And Middlesex will punt.
An 8-yard loss.
We should thank the officials tonight. They're donating their time to this event.
And the Snapple Bowl would like to thank Jim Cassidy of Snapple Distributors for coordinating this outstanding community event. Really is.
Riddell Reconditioning are the official reconditioners of football equipment at the Snapple Bowl. And there's a long punt. It's going to take a bounce on Middlesex's way.
Rolling down and finally tapping it down is number 30, and that's Nate Lanier from right here at Woodbridge High School.
At the end of the first 2 possessions, the Union's right back around where they started from.
It's down at the 21-yard line. Union will have it 1st and 10.
Last year, Woodbridge, I keep wanting to say Woodbridge, but they're at Woodbridge High, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize. Last year, Middlesex won 33-13.
Football equipment and the Snapple Bowl.
And they were hoping to break a record today. The one-game record is $50,000 for the Snapple Bowl. They were hoping to surpass that today. Let's hope they did.
Well, what Principal Lottman told me, I'll tell you after this play, nothing doing for Union.
So defense has been dominating the play so far.
He said at game time they're 5,000 ahead of last year's pace. So I guess a lot of companies make pledges. You don't actually collect the money. But at game time they're 5,000 ahead of last year's, which was the record, I believe.
On the carry for Union.
23 years, 535,000.
2nd and 9.
That's somewhere in the low 20s, and last year they got 48. So this is really on the move. I'll tell you, I never knew what the proceeds went to until this year. I've never been to a Snapple Bowl game. Have you?
No. Shaquille Birch in now, and that was way overthrown, intended for Fred Wombley from Rawway.
And I guess if it wasn't in Woodbridge, we still wouldn't know, because all the press has been all over the Home News Tribune.
Right. Womble will be complete. 3rd and 9 coming up for Union.
3rd and 9 now for Union. Boy, it's hot up here. Can you imagine how hot it is down on the field?
Oh boy, it's got to be 20 degrees warm on that turf. So we said at the top of the show, we need to watch out for exhaustion and for dehydration. Quarterback gets it away. Let's see if he said he caught it. It was.
So the Union offense doing nothing now. 6 plays.
It was intended for Matt Bruno out of Governor Livingston High School. 6'2", 220. To punt again.
Joseph Norton on to punt.
Is Norton
for Union County.
He got a good one. He does that rolling rugby style. He's going to roll in left this time.
No,
he's going to keep it. He tucks it under. Let's see. One man
short.
to beat.
Oh, that's a good play for Middlesex.
By number 27. That's Dane Lupton of
Tough
Bishop
play.
R.
He was running to his left, so you would think he couldn't kick it that way. So he was full speed running, and he's a yard short.
So the
First
gamble
and 10,
fails, and Middlesex will get it at the 30. Yeah, let's take another look at that again. Said he rolled it, but this time he rolls left. Got some room, and then all of a sudden it closes up. Middlesex gets there.
I couldn't see who tackled him.
I think it was number 27. I think it was Dane Lupton of Bishop R.
Wow.
Fudge comes back in. He'll be joined in the backfield by Ben Baez from Edison High School. Number 22 also in the game. That's Samad Devalia from New Brunswick. That's Devalia right there. He takes the handoff, finds a little seam up the middle, and he'll pick up about 3 on that play.
Samad Devalia.
Try to get some of those big linemen's numbers.
2nd and 7.
74 is in there. That's Anthony Porcaro from Sayreville.
Another handoff again.
Wow. Nothing
there. It bounces off, but he's in trouble now. Wow. Finally thrown down there by number 58, Ed Akinot from Abraham Clark High School.
Fudge will undoubtedly go to the air here.
So the gamble not looking too bad, John. Even if they,
an 11-yard loss.
Even if they don't. Even if it failed, they're able to really make a great stop here.
I'm not
against
sure
the
what a
Middlesex.
gamble there, though. You know, second series, deep in your own territory from your own 21. I'm not sure I would have done it.
Yeah. Plus, he ran left to the short side of the field. And
so somebody knew he was
right
kick
this
it.
time, looking downfield, gets some pressure and then throws it away out of bounds. And that'll bring up 4th.
He was on the sideline very quickly there. So
4th and 19 for Middlesex.
Here comes number 14, Josh Wood from Monroe. He's the punter.
Yeah, he's going to punt.
Lee Tamborello in the game now for Middlesex. He's from Colonia. Corey Clark from Sayreville. Try to get as many of these guys' names out as we can.
High snap, but lots of time, and he gets it up. We got a whistle stoppage
penalty
before the play started. Let's see what we have. I don't know if our
snap. I didn't see any penalty.
Referees are mic'd up this time. Yeah, there we go. I have my answer.
Foul. Illegal substitution on the defense.
So illegal substitution on the defense. That'll move it forward 5 yards. Not nearly enough for a first down, and so Middlesex will have to punt it again.
5-yard penalty will remain 4th down.
Actually might make it a little bit tougher for him.
A little bit. Back to receive the kick is Elijah Harrison from Linden. And we got another whistle. Timeout Middlesex. I guess coach saw something he didn't like. Well, that'll give us a break and give us a chance to introduce some of the coaches here today. The staffs are extensive, John.
Middlesex County Football Coaches Association would like to thank Mr. Paul Rosella, Managing Editor of the Home News Tribune.
Well, for Middlesex, from our teams, we have Ben LaSala, Athletic Director, former head coach from Colonia, Tom Rorty, current head coach at Colonia, also Joe LaSala and Ryan Don Diego from Colonia. From Woodbridge, you have Bill Nyers, the head coach, and Anthony Nyers, his son, former standout wide receiver for Woodbridge, and from JFK, Alexis DeAndrea.
23.
Also from Woodbridge, Stephen Barandica and Casey Meta from Colonia.
So a big Colonia presence. We also have Matt Ravel from Edison, Brian Trapinski from East Brunswick, Brian Holt from South Plainfield, Keith Capanos from Carteret, Colleen Mayer from Spotswood, Jackie Cassidy from Spotswood.
What does that mean?
That's the coaching staff. They may be the cheerleading coaching staff. I realize they have both.
Sorry together. About that. The last three guys I mentioned were the athletic trainers. Now there's a pass on fourth. Would have been looking. Oh!
Intended, just kind of lofted it out there. Intended for.
And number 12
Baez.
Thinks he was held. Number 12 is looking for a flag. ATC means athletic trainer certified. So Alexis DeAndrea, Stephen Barandica, Casey Meta from JFK, Woodbridge, Colonia, respectively, are the athletic trainers here. Kind of had an inkling they weren't coaches when they saw Alexis, but I read it anyway because they didn't know what ATC stood for.
So the ball goes back to Union. It'll be their third possession here in the first quarter. No offense, really no offense at all in this game, John.
Nothing either side. One first down on the Middlesex side and a total of 4 possessions. That was on the pass to Medica.
Still in the shotgun. Snap is low. Picked up off the ground and now battling forward. Let's see. Could not see who it was. That's number 3. And that is Gerverson Galume. Picks up 4.
The Union County, Middlesex County Football Coaches Association. Also want to thank Paul Grisello, who's the managing editor of the Home News Tribune and mycentraljersey.com. They've given an enormous amount of coverage to this game.
Yeah, they really have.
And you know, it shows there's a lot of people here.
Yep, really is.
The stands are packed on both sides. Nothing doing
again this time. Nice play by number 46 there from Middlesex. That's Mario Nigro from South River. He forced that back inside. And Galume has no room there. Looks like they're going to... Goulamé, I should say. So looks like they're running quarterbacks.
Third and 6.
It's going to be real difficult to put these teams together.
Yeah.
You know, because each coach wants their better players to play, obviously, but then all of a sudden you have no offensive linemen.
Right. Sebastian Montezis. And it flips it out a little bit behind.
And it's a first
Steven Cezanti, but he makes the
first down of the game for Union.
So does Zanti, I'm sorry.
Number 11, Steven Scalasanti. Good for a Union County
first down of the game for Union County.
And you could say that Middlesex won 4 in a row, but these games have absolutely nothing to do with the year before because it's an entirely new team.
Right.
Whole new group.
Overall, the series is 14-8 Middlesex.
At the 36-yard line.
So they will leave ahead no matter what. Snap low again. This time Galume gets it again. He powers forward almost to the 50, and he gets driven back a little bit. Let's see where they mark it. Probably about the 49. And that'll bring up second and 7.
Ball at the Union County 49-yard line. Second and 7.
Rolling left this time. Cuts it back inside. Got a first down and more, and down to about the 41-yard line is the quarterback.
So after 6 plays and a net maybe gain of 2 yards, they've got 2 straight first downs.
Runs into Middlesex territory all the way down to the 41-yard line, a gain of 10.
Montestiosa, I guess it is.
Trying to see if there's any Woodbridge guys in there. Tamburello's still in there on defense. I don't think we have any. Well, Cardoza's a defensive tackle. I can't see if he's in.
Brady 2, Cesar Cordoba from Plainfield. We saw him in the shot just a second. Guilherme Montestero. And the ball blocked at the line of scrimmage. I don't know who got it. I think it was big number 81 by Derek Schneider from Spotswood. 6'3", 220, John. You remember when you were 6'3", 220, huh?
I was. Actually in college and maybe for a bunch of years after that. The 6'3" stayed the same, the 220's not.
Snapple Bowl folks would like to thank Fuji Artisan Water, Body Armor, Field Turf, Joe Amore of the Pines Manor, and Rudy Hireling of Sports Paradise for sponsoring Snapple Bowl 23. Each year they have a big banquet at the Pines Manor with another success this year. Pressure now from the outside, but Montestesio gets rid of it, and I'm one of these days I'm going to get his name right.
Pass complete to number 82, Cesar Cordoba.
To Cordoba.
4-yard gain.
Picks up about 4 in that play. And that'll bring up third and 6.
3rd and 6 coming up for Union.
This rotates every year between Middlesex and Union. I believe last year was the Keene University football field, right?
Yep. Here we see some of the linemen for Middlesex. Number 75 is Christian Cardoza from JFK. Number 74 was Anthony Porcaro from Saraville.
72 is Jared Van from Piscataway.
3rd and 6. Big play here. Snaps a little bit low. Gets it to Guilherme, but he gets it. Paddles it forward.
Guilherme on the carry.
Lee Tamburello got him by the legs. Number 21.
If they went 4th and 9, there's a pretty good chance they'll go 4th and 1.
Short of a first down.
Joe Papa was in there to close out the tackle from Joe Papa from St. Joe's. Here we see number 79, Andrew Lieberwitz from Jonathan Dayton High School. Number 67 is Mike Belrose from Cranford. Number 72 on Union is Drew Shannon from Arthur L. Johnson. And number 70, we see him over there, Tyler DaCosta from David Beardley High School.
Brewerly, I think.
On
4th and 1.
Testioka.
Low snap again.
Yeah.
Nothing doing. He's short.
There. Let's see who was that at the bottom of the pile.
There's no way he made that.
Looks to be stopped.
All pumped up comes number 33, Corey Clark from Saraville High.
Every snap is down at the quarterback's toes.
Yeah. And that throws the timing off.
Sure.
Turns it over on downs.
3:52 to go here in the first quarter, and Middlesex going to get the ball again, but this is going to be their worst field position of the game, John.
Well, he didn't do much with 1st and 10 at the 30. The enemy 30, now they're 1st and 10 at their own 33. Fudge out now. That's Robertson. Roberts takes the handoff, rolls right. Gets chased.
Nice move to escape the tackle.
He's got 13 wide open. Oh, man, he was wide open.
Couldn't get there.
Ben Baez.
Number 62 there to make the stop. That's Jonathan Ramirez from Summit High.
From Middlesex.
Roberts. Picked up about a yard, but he had a chance if he
saw 13 coming down the right, heading toward the right sideline, right in front of him. But you know, there's a tough sun there, so who knows what he can see. He's looking right into it.
Yeah, it is. Snap. Yeah, going to keep it himself.
Again.
Cuts it back in, gets up the middle, picks up about 4.
How many times have we seen Roberts do that play last 2 years?
Exactly right.
He would typically get over half of the JFK yards all by himself.
Absolutely.
There comes some T-shirts into the stands.
There we go. Got a flag on the play. We'll give you that's holding against. That's going to be against Middlesex, and that'll push him back 10 yards from the spot of the foul. We'll have to see where that takes us. It's not like the pros where it's 10 from the line of scrimmage. It's a spot foul in high school football. So this is going to take it way down inside the 15. What are you going to stop here, John?
Don't know
10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul.
Down to the 22.
Oh, okay, that's the 25. I'm sorry.
Backs it up to the 22-yard line.
And it'll be second and a mile. Roberts rolls left this time.
Quarterbacks are getting
he's got no time at all.
No time. The defensive line of Union is getting it all the time.
That's number 37. Oshini
Omakaro on the sack.
Omokara. O-M-O-K-A-R-O.
The Joe Poli Snapple Bowl
From
MVP
Hillside.
trophy will be presented tonight after the game by Joe Poli himself, formerly of Snapple.
There we go.
It's now 3rd and 28 for the Blue.
Not sure they have
Middlesex
a play for 3rd and 28. Watch out from the back. Mr. Roberts gets it out into about the 25. Nice play.
James
Nice
Modica.
catch there, I should say.
So Woodbridge Township to Woodbridge Township, but it's not enough, and Middlesex will punt for the 3rd time.
James Monica. Fourth down.
Dropping back deep this time is going to be Caleb Holden, number 4 from Union High School.
For Middlesex County.
Then into punt
High snap again.
is Wood from Monroe. Ball goes out of bounds.
Ball goes out of bounds.
Let's see where they spot it.
Union will get the ball.
It's going to be
Past their
inside beyond
past
their
the
own
40.
40, beyond their 45. Looks like they're going to stop at about the 46, and we'll have a stoppage of play as Union County takes over.
It'll be 1st and 10.
Union winning the field position
For the
battle.
right of Union at their own 46.
It was Middlesex's early, and then they've given that away in the last 2 or 3
Yeah, they
possessions.
held it for two possessions, and then Union got a couple of first downs on the 3rd drive, and now they start in the best
They
spot they
stopped
have all
them.
night.
That holding penalty really put it damper. That and the other 9-yard loss when the quarterback got sacked.
Well, the defensive line at Union is having their way with the offensive line of Middlesex. Fudge or Roberts could not get any traction.
Going to keep it himself.
He
That's
looks
the
like he gave
quarterback.
it to him and then took it back.
Jaquil Birch from Elizabeth High.
I'm not sure the running back knew he was giving it back.
Runs into the line and
Loses a yard. 2nd and 11 from the 45.
loses a yard, perhaps. Maybe it looks more like he lost about 2 yards, John. As we said, it's a very warm night here at Woodbridge High School.
Oh, warm's not the word.
Now we have a stoppage of play and a timeout by Union. So why don't we take a break with 1:22 to go, and we have a scoreless battle. We'll take a break. Stay with us, folks. We'll be right back.
Of the first half.
And welcome back, everybody. John McCormick, Craig Coughlin from Nicholas A. Prisco Stadium here at Woodbridge High School for the 23rd annual Snapple Bowl. Got us a defensive struggle so far.
Nothing doing again.
Nothing again. Tried to step up, did Sebastian Montestia.
Another loss. I'm not keeping track play by play, but that's got to be about the 6th or 7th play of no gain or loss.
2-yard loss.
Diosa, I guess
3rd
it
and
is.
13.
Montestioso.
Of Union County.
Osa. 3rd Third down now and 13 for Union County. Neither team been able to get anything going. Defenses have been just terrific. Birch in the game now as the quarterback.
Nice throw.
He throws it.
He got popped by
No,
Tamburello.
Yeah,
That's a flag, yep.
Yeah. So Lee Tamburello,
I don't think Lee
number
knows
21.
he's got flagged yet.
Pass incomplete. There's a flag on the field.
Going to get whistled for that one. Lee from Colonia High School. Let's see as the referees sort this one out. See Coach Nyers down there pleading his case. I think Coach Nyers owns the distinction because was he just?
Oh, right.
Targeting on the defense.
Wow. Targeting on the defense. Let's see. That's where they're going to spot the ball.
Targeting is the call on the field.
I think that's a 15 yards from the line of scrimmage. I think. So that'll give Union a first down. Yeah, that hurts. Yeah,
biggest play of the game for Union.
We were talking about Coach Nyers before, John. I guess he's coached on both sides.
Yes.
Right? He's coached for Union and coached for Woodbridge.
Was
here.
it Plainfield High he was a coach at?
You got me there.
I have the story here somewhere.
Birch under center. Well, actually, in the shotgun.
First and 10, 42. Another high snap.
That's a high
flag.
snap. Penalty flag on the play. Handoff was inside. I think that was Caleb Holden who got the ball. And
probably against Union on some kind of motion.
One would think.
Formation on the offense declined. Second
Legal
down.
formation is declined. Now bring up second down and
penalty is declined by Middlesex.
There's 32 seconds left in the first quarter, but it seems like we've had a lot more time should be off the clock.
Well, it's because
this is the 7th possession of the quarter.
Yeah. And there haven't been many
passes. No.
Birch directs a little traffic. Cryan Page, the other running back. Of course, these are 15-minute quarters.
That's
the 12 that we're used to. In trouble now is Birch. He had some real pressure coming right straight up the middle. Was number 37 with a fury, Justin Counts from South Plainfield High, 6'3", 230. See why you want to get rid of that in a hurry, and so that'll bring up.
I wonder why they play 15 minutes if it's normally 12.
Probably to get more guys in the game would be my guess. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. One last play here in the first quarter. This first quarter has moved along.
Well, now that I realize it's 15 minutes, it's a whole different story.
Snap to Birch. Birch looks right, throws out there into the flat, complete to Cordova.
Going to be short of the first, though.
Birch's pass complete to Cordova.
Tackled there by, I think that was Kamal Stewart from Piscataway. Tonight's gate receipts, the 50-50 program sales, they go to the Lakeview School for Cerebral Palsy in Edison and the Children's Specialized Hospital in Mountainside. We said that. Snapple Bowl has donated over $535,000 since 1994.
I've been to the Lakeview School before years ago, but I went there for the pep rally this week, and boy, what a place! What a place!
For those of you not familiar, it's in Roosevelt Park. It's at the backside of it as you go along Parsonage Road there, right, John?
Yep, the people that work there, I get so much respect for anybody who has to deal with special needs, kids or adults, every hour of every day of their career. It's a very, very difficult job.
And
you've got kids who are not communicative and not mobile, and you have to do everything for them, and it's just so hard. But then all these high school kids show up, and they, mingle with the kids, the cheerleaders, the players. They're in every room. There's, 5 football players and cheerleaders with 5 kids in a room. and the teachers, and it's just amazing how they just got in there and got right into it with the kids, with the patients there, the clients there.
Well, there's a nice segue into letting us announce the names of the cheerleaders, because this is also a great honor for them to participate in this game. And Middlesex County at the top of the list, our own Olivia Anderson, Kyle Anderson's.
Yeah, but she's in a
daughter.
cast, so she's not exactly cheering, but she did make the squad.
She did. She broke her foot, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Fourth and 2.
Big play here, 4th and 2,
No,
and it looks like may have had some contact. If it is, it was.
You know, it's not surprising you have a lot of these motion type flags because these kids never played against each other or with each other, I should say.
Not used to the cadence of the quarterback.
Yeah.
But
they don't get much practice time.
Yep.
That's a 5-yard penalty.
First down for Union.
So first down, I thought it was number 46, but I don't have 46 on my list. Somebody was looking to put some pressure on the kids from Union, and didn't get it.
Brianna Dowd from Colonia. Morgan Lyons from JFK. Jordan Matty from Colonia. Marissa Murray from JFK. Brielle Small from Woodbridge, daughter of our Councilman Brian Small.
We'll give you the others in just a second after this play.
High snap.
Punch goes up and gets it, but waiting for him to come down was Anthony
number
Primavera.
31, Joe Trainer Monroe.
That's right, from Monroe, Joe Trainer. The other Middlesex County cheerleaders, Emily Bale from Spotswood High, Brianna Bizuski from J.P. Stevens, Tiana Bradford from J.P. Stevens, Lisa Calabrese from Saraville, Brianna Cardacci from Old Bridge, Nicole Carrera from East Brunswick, Diamond Cheek from Piscataway, Leonie Colbert from South River, Nicole Cooper from Edison, Victoria DePinto from Saraville as Birch gets ready, takes the snap, rolls right this time, looking downfield.
Picked off.
Almost picked off, almost caught.
Incomplete.
Sort of a jump ball, and that'll bring up a third down.
3rd and 16.
Jamie Donato from South Plainfield. I think I said Victoria DePinto from Saraville. You've mentioned all the Woodbridge folks, so we'll not mention them again. Amanda Farrell from North Brunswick. Alexandra Heiser from Monroe. Megan Illis from North Brunswick. Crystal Jones from Dunellen. Samantha Juarez from Bishop R. Brianna Kovac from Bishop R. Evan Lizzie from Even Lizzie, I guess, from Middlesex. Demi Mashi from East Brunswick. Jordan Matty, we said before. Elizabeth Nielsen from Spotswood. Jessica Ortiz from South Plainfield. Katie Patton from Old Bridge. Birch in trouble, spins out of a few tackles, but can't finally escape the grasp.
Trying to make something out of nothing. It's back to the
4th and 17 now for
Jared
Union.
Sims, a touch in there, makes that. Ariana Reed Hill from South River. Alexa Roble from Spotswood. Cybele Siglum from Spotswood.
Coming up to the right.
Kayla Tarzan from Middlesex. Brianna Odoy from Edison. Leslie Valdez from Perth Amboy. Angelica Vergara from Carteret. And Sunny Warden from Monroe. We'll give you Union a little bit later.
Nice high kick. It's going to go inside the 10.
He tries to angle it. Does. Beautiful.
Wow,
Beautiful
inside the 5.
And tap down there by the 3, I think, by number 21, Andy Ernest.
Joe Norton with an excellent punt for Union.
On the 3-yard line. Middlesex will have it 1st and 10 from their
We'll give you the Union
own
County cheerleaders. Brooke Beckett from Summit. Alex Buckley from Governor Livingston. Brianna Cesaro from David
for the use of their facilities.
Beersley.
This past week
Kate
for practice,
Clark from Westfield.
Woodbridge tonight.
Shanique Davis from Elizabeth. Kayla DeNunez from Beersley. Drew Ferris from Westfield. Maria Gurchekins from Westfield. We'll go back to the play
First down at the 3 for Middlesex. They're obviously worst field position of the day.
Inside handoff in the end zone.
He barely got out to the line of scrimmage.
That was number 4, Marcel Mason from Piscataway. There's an article about him. being a kind of a change-up back at Piscataway.
1 yard
Al
gain.
Shanique Hankins from Elizabeth. Cameron James from Abraham Lincoln. Anya Johnson from Abraham Lincoln. Abby Kepner from Governor Livingston. Nicolette Lazuro from Scotch Plains. Caroline McKinley from Summit. Allison Dees from Scotch Plains. Anaya Peterson from Linden. And hand off to the right. Some room to run there for Middlesex.
Flag on the
penalty
play.
marker on the play. Still on
But
his
it'd be a
feet.
shame if he got the first down and it comes back.
But there is a flag on the play.
Let's see who had the ball there, John.
Number 30.
That is
Nate
Nate
Lanier.
Lanier from Woodbridge. Let me round this out. Anaya Peterson from Linden. Jenna Rabaska
Illegal block
from
against Middlesex takes
Governor
away
Livingston.
a nice 10-yard run.
Samantha Smith from David Beerley High School.
Brearley.
What did I say? Beerley?
You said Beardsley, you said Barely, you said
Brearley. David Brearley High School. Samantha
Attaboy.
Smith from Westfield. Jemiah Sykes Samuels from Scotch Plains Fanwood. Tiana Young from Scotch Plains Fanwood. So there's the cheerleaders for you.
Roberts gets the play, comes in, clock runs. Second and a little over 10.
That 3 minutes makes a difference.
Oh,
Right?
yeah.
We're just hitting the point where it would.
Yeah, exactly. It's very
from here
confusing.
on is where the quarter would normally be. Running right this time is
Roberts in
Roberts.
trouble. He's going to run it.
in
You got
the
to cut
end
up.
zone. Gets it
Flag
up there. We got a
again.
flag. Let's see if that's going to be that's a hold in the end zone. In the pros, that's a safety.
Little another flag for
There are flags on the play.
a couple players in a little
In a
tete-a-tete.
little chippy. Referee's huddling up in the end zone there.
A penalty on the play and then a penalty on unsportsmanlike, probably against one or both. I couldn't tell. There was a little fracas. I couldn't tell if anybody in particular started
helmets.
No one stood down there? I know that, but do you know the wall down there? Can you put your names down? Marcus didn't give me the list of who they are, and I'd love to. He said, read off the official thing. You have it.
Still trying to sort it out as the players stand around. Light's starting to come on here.
to make it even hotter.
Game started at 7 o'clock. Let's see what time is it now. About 7:37.
I'll bet you there's a pretty long halftime show.
I'm gonna bet you're right.
Probably see some check presentations. The
We got
Lakeview School
foul
and
fake.
Children's Mountainside Hospital.
Here's the call. Thought we had the call. Started to have the call. And his mic went out, or he didn't turn it on. Because we got unsportsmanlike penalties against both sides, so that'll obviously cancel itself out. Which is something they do in football all the time.
Yeah, I used to have to walk off 15. Now they can offset. Okay, okay.
Still trying to sort through up here in the booth what it exactly is going on. You got the unsportsmanlike penalties that'll offset. I think there's another penalty.
There was a penalty before during the play. Looks like he's going to take it up.
It's going to start
in
at the
favor
15.
in favor of Middlesex.
There are 3 fouls on the play. The initial foul was a face mask call.
That's 15 yards right there. So it's initial call is a face mask call against Union. So that's the 15 yards, and then the offsetting personal fouls.
So if a lot of penalties have gone against Middlesex, here's one for them.
So it's 15 yards to that, and so they go from the shadow of their own end zone, does Middlesex, all the way out to the 25-yard line.
From their own 25.
Union defense tacked in tight. John, look at
Timeouts, jeez.
And now we're going to call timeout. Let's see who's at timeout charged to. I guess it's Union, so that'll be their second timeout of this first half. It's been a little bit uneven, this game. It hasn't really gotten into a flow yet, John.
No, not at all.
Neither the offense has been able to move the ball. There's been a fair number of penalties.
I'm not keeping track of the stats, as I said before, but there can't be more than 5 first downs in his first 18 minutes.
3 penalties, or 3 timeouts, I should say, already. Multiple penalties.
Mr. Benny Rivera, the back judge, Mr. Mike Bartolome, the field judge, Mr. Sean Perry, and the side judge, Mr. Mike Tabazewski. I'd like to thank our officials again tonight for donating their time.
Hey, if you want to see the highlights of today's contest, they can be found at www.thesnapplebowl.com. And in addition, tonight's game has been broadcast by us right here at Channel 35 of Woodbridge and available on WoodbridgeTV.net, as well as New Jersey Internet Radio by Mr. Joe Nolan.
Remember, you can always watch this game with the sound down.
No, I got it. That's okay.
And if you go to David Brearsley High School, you'll probably be in it.
Brearley.
Make sure you stop in at the popcorn.
I don't know why I'm struggling so much with that, John.
What's that?
I don't know why I'm struggling with it so much.
I don't know either.
Where is David Brearsley High School?
The Pop-In Cafe is located.
Roberts, nothing doing. He faked the handoff to number 7, Tyler Santos, and took it himself and lost a yard or so, maybe 2. Neither team getting anything going on offense.
Nobody's
really
got anything going. Right.
Penalties are probably more yards right now than offensive yards.
2nd and 10.
Let's see what we got here. We have the technology to find this out.
Make sure you stop by the table at the main gate and purchase your Nike game gear. All proceeds from the sales of
2nd and 10 for Middlesex.
The charities at
Roberts going to go under center this time. Motion. Gives it to
nothing again.
Baez, I'm sorry, Mason. Marcel Mason before from Piscataway.
I don't know about you, but I could certainly use a ice cold Diet Raspberry Snapple right now.
I could use a Snapple myself.
I have 2 of them almost every morning.
Do you?
Yeah.
Diet Raspberry?
That's my favorite.
Yeah.
Either Pop's Place or Not Just Bagels across the street from Town Hall.
That's right. You don't drink coffee or tea.
No, never once in my life.
No?
Not once.
I like a good cup of coffee in the morning. Roberts operating out of the shotgun this time. He's in the backfield with Devalia. He's going to roll right. Looks downfield. Nothing there. Makes something out of nothing there. He was...
I don't see them going for it. They got 4th and probably 2 or 3. I don't see them going for it here.
I think. Number 54 in on the stop. Justin Falk from Arthur L. Johnson High School.
7-yard gain. 4th and 2.
Roberts made a nice play out of that, John. He ended up picking up 7 on that, but
not
a little short. And it looks like they're going to go for it. Or is Middlesex as Roberts trots back to the huddle.
We'll see if they have the same kind of running punter that Union has. It is, can't tell the number. No, it's Roberts under center.
Yeah, Roberts going to operate under center.
See, I was just going to say, maybe they're going to try to draw him off.
And he did. Number 74 jump. Of course, he'll claim Eugene Johnson Jr. of Hillside.
Dead ball foul.
Offsides called against Union. It's a 5-yard penalty.
That was more than one guy jumped, too.
Yeah, must have done a good job, did Andrew Roberts, at the line and selling that snap.
1st and 10 Middlesex.
Good play, too, by number 78, Danny Santiago from Perth Amboy. He's the center. Handoff inside to Lanier. Got a little room on the edge.
Gets the first down.
Back up and gets beyond the first down marker to about the 49-yard line.
Lanier Woodbridge.
That was one of the nicer plays of the first half for Middlesex.
First down, Middlesex.
Other than that, I think their biggest plays from scrimmage have been penalties.
Yep.
48-yard line.
Now they're going to go hurry up. The near stays in.
The ref has to change it from second down. It still says 2, not 1.
Roberts. Inside handoff this time to Monica.
So the Woodbridge contingent starting to show some strength here. Roberts to Lanier to Monica.
Picks up about 6 on that one, maybe 5.
Now it's second. That's a pickup of about 6.
Second and 4.
We call it 2nd and 4. And again, operating with no huddle. Goes Middlesex. Roberts. Inside handoff again.
That's a first down.
Yeah, that was the value from New Brunswick. He almost slipped that tackle. The Villa, I'm sorry.
Oh, it might be a hair short. No, they gave him the first.
They did, okay.
Middlesex, first down.
Surprised they didn't measure. That looked like it might have been a hair short looking across the field, but
man, I'm not sure Middlesex wouldn't have wanted it to be a little bit hair short.
Maybe.
It certainly would have gone for it from this spot on the field.
Sure. First and 10, 42.
If they keep the chains
Best
moving.
semblance of a drive so far. And here comes Roberts.
Got goofed up, but Roberts cuts it back inside, continues to
nice
fight
run.
on.
He picks up about 8.
Makes a big play. Finally stopped by Ed
Looks to be about a 7-yard gain.
Hackenott from Abraham Clark High School.
Middlesex, their best sustained drive of the night.
Best sustained drive by either team of the night, John. By a lot.
Ball spotted at the 34. That's an 8-yard
Down to the
gain.
34-yard line.
Second.
Pickup of 8. 2nd and 2 now for Middlesex.
Fudge in the game now. Fudge
With
goes
the
up
throw,
top.
Goes deep.
Oh, no! Just missed Monica.
Just could. It would have been a heck of a catch.
Wow.
Over his shoulder, John.
He put it in a great spot, but Monica had to turn for it.
Yep. And he almost made a heck of a catch, and that would have been a terrific play. It would have been inside the 10. See that one again if we have a chance.
Those is 4-down territory, so.
For sure. 7:31.
2nd and 2, it's a good play.
Yeah, take a shot. Monica, Fudge stands in the backfield with his teammate. Hands it to him.
Oh, he broke away, but still
Mason.
Short of the first.
And there's a host of Union Countiers.
That was Marcel Mason.
Mason
yeah,
on
Mason.
the carry. No gain. 4th and 2.
It was unusual that they changed quarterbacks in the middle of a series.
Yeah, right? Notice they have different.
Well, I guess they wanted to throw the ball, so maybe Fudge has a better arm than
They got all
Roberts.
kinds of different logos on the helmets,
Yeah.
John. It's not their high school helmet. See, Fudge's got the Woodbridge W right there, but he's got green on the back. Fumble.
Recovered by Union, it looks like, number 16.
Fumble snap. Fumble snap.
Yep, you're right.
Recovered by number 16 of Union County.
And it's Anthony
about those
Rizzuto from
two
Arthur L.
quarterbacks.
Johnson.
Both Fudge and Roberts had over 1,000 yards passing this year. They were maybe the top 2, if I'm not mistaken.
I think they were. Yep, they were 1 and 2 when I looked at the statistics earlier.
The Union 37. Union takes over 1st and 10 from their own 37-yard line.
In fact, Fudge was 115 for 200 for 1,499 yards. And I don't have JFK stats. I don't have Roberts. Wonder why.
No?
Now I got the whole GMC website, but it's not there. First down, Union.
Out to the flat, and of course, once the receiver is down, he's down. He can't get up and move.
Montez Dioka's pass is complete. Number 22.
That was
Jelani
complete
Pierre.
to Pierre from Westfield High.
However, behind the line of scrimmage, loss of 3 yards.
And make sure you get full coverage of tonight's contest in tomorrow's Home News Tribune, the Courier News, and online with mycentraljersey.com, serving both Union and Middlesex counties. And the Snapple Bowl folks wish to express their sincere thanks to Woodbridge Township, that's you, and Union Township Boards of Education for the use of now it's the Woodbridge Township and the Union Township Boards of Education for the use of their facilities. Nothing there. Bounces outside.
Boom.
Nice play. Good tackle along the sideline.
Couldn't see who it was. Looks like if he's coming around, looks like it might have been number 9, Alan Uzoma from South Plainfield. They're all patting him, so it's got to be him.
Yep. There was number 9 on that stop. That's Alan Uzoma from South Plainfield.
Mohammed Bangura of New Brunswick comes in, and Adrian Brown from Denellen goes out. Also out is Derek Schneider of Spotswood. I didn't see who else went in.
3rd and 10. Scoreless battle here. Battle of defenses.
Corey Williams, the Sayreville number 1, is at one corner. 45 is Joe Papa from St. Joe's. Number 21 is Lee Tamburello. We know that from Colonia. Back to pass, rushed hard, gets away, fires it long.
Good long throw.
Caught it in between two guys.
That was a heck of a play by Jaleel Perry from
It almost
Westfield
looked like there was going to
High.
be interference.
I thought it probably was.
Maybe we can see that one again. Biggest play of the night for either team.
Here, let's take a look at this again. There we go. Yeah, you see him doing some handshaking, some fighting.
Between two guys. The second guy was trailing a little bit.
He'd gotten past them, but the ball was a little bit underthrown. He had to come back and fight for it. He made a terrific play, did Perry.
From the Middlesex 23.
So, Montestiosa. Quick pass. A little bit behind him.
The timing was off, definitely off.
It was intended for Perry again, or Pierre, sorry.
That's a tough play for people, a quarterback and receiver that don't play together.
Yeah, right. Because that's a real timing play. Pierre just a little faster than Montestis. Ika thinks he is. A little bit low again.
Wow. Do it.
Hello.
55 and 37. That is Mohammed Bangura, New Brunswick. 37, Justin Count, South Plainfield.
Joe Trainer, too. Welcome to Woodbridge. Number 31 right here in the hit.
On the play. Stopped at the line of scrimmage by number 31, Joe Trainer.
Time running down, 4:11 to go now here in the first half. No score.
Correction, a
But
1-yard loss.
each team has had their biggest offensive series.
Yeah.
Or offensive drive, I should say, back to back. Middlesex was thwarted on a fumble. Let's see what happens to Union as they are on the march. 3rd and 11. Again, a low snap. Out in the flat to.
We slipped.
Nice tackle there. There you go. There's where you see that these players are really talented guys.
Pass complete to Pierre.
Tamburello.
They go for the first down or the field goal. Looks like 4 new guys coming in.
Tamburello and Contreras in on the stop for Middlesex.
Kicker.
Yeah, we don't know what their distance is. Let's see.
I don't see number 15 in the game.
Ball's on the 16.
Goes.
They're going to try it. I think they're going to try it. Yep.
Yeah, that is him.
We've seen he's got a big leg when he's punting. Number 15.
So it'll be a 23
Joe
plus
Norton.
10, 33-yard field goal. No chipping.
Joe Norton onto a
Snap is back. Kick is up, and it's got a lot of distance. No good.
No good.
So 46 points in last year's game, and with 3 minutes to go, we've had 27 minutes of football, no points.
So the offenses maybe have found a little bit of their rhythm. Middlesex moved the ball to the fumble, and then Union County, mostly though, Union County was that big pass play. That had to be a 35-yard pass play.
Middlesex dodged the bullet after that because they got down inside the 20.
Tracy Fudge in the game now as the quarterback for Middlesex. They're in their home blue. Quick pitch out into the field to Monica. Monica tries to get outside. Gets knocked out of bounds there by.
Picks up about 4.
Number 26, that's Sean Leonard from Cranford High. Clock continues to run, though, even though he's knocked out of bounds.
2nd and 6.
Let's bring up 2nd and 6 from the 24-yard line. Their own 24. 2:30 to go. 2.5 minutes to go.
Oh, wow.
In trouble is Fudge. He tries to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
That play broke down early.
Yeah, well, they brought some pressure. That was number 37.
Tracy Fudge on the keeper.
Omokoro, who busted in there to make that play. And that'll bring up 3rd and 7.
No gain.
Let's call it a loss of a yard.
3rd and 6.
Middlesex not in a hurry now to run this play. 1:55 to go. They have 2 timeouts left. Does Middlesex. Motion.
Uh-oh, bad, yep.
Snap, and let's see. A whistle?
So my sister asked if we want anything at halftime. You want a nice cold Snapple?
I would love a nice cold Snapple.
What's your favorite flavor?
Just iced tea.
Al,
Regular iced
snap
tea.
fraction.
Everybody working the snap in. There was a snap action on that one, John. Tell your sister thank you.
Against Middlesex. That's a 5-yard penalty. Back the ball up to the 19-yard line, make it 3rd and 11.
3rd and 11 now for Middlesex. Let's see if they play it conservatively. I mean, at this point, you got 3rd and 11. You're going to probably want to go into halftime tie, right?
There's no reason to risk it.
So let's see if Fudge keeps it on the ground, or do they say we came to win the game? And takes the snap, operating out of the shotgun, falls way back.
Wow, nothing.
I think that was supposed to be a
swarmed on
nice
him.
move. Supposed to be a screenplay. It was complete to Jason Lee from South Plainfield, but he was really didn't have anywhere to go.
Lee on the reception. Timeout, Union County.
Union County called it a
timeout.
Yeah, because they're going to get the ball back.
Get the ball in decent field position.
That is their last timeout, however.
Correction, the line of scrimmage. 4th and 11. A big shout out and thank you goes out to Autoland. That's 1-800-AUTOLAND. For helping sponsor last night's Snapple Bowl banquet.
Autoland is thanking Autoland here with one of the sponsors at the aforementioned Snapple Bowl at the Pines.
I don't know if anybody can hear the guy next to us, the game announcer, but he just thanked Autoland for sponsoring the banquet last night at the Pines Manor, the pregame banquet. 14 is Josh Wood from Monroe. He's the punter.
Falling back to receive is Elijah Harrison. He'll stand at about the Woodbridge 44.
These 2 great schools.
High snap.
A high snap.
Uh-oh.
Some pressure. No, he got it away.
Off.
Good job and a good
take
kick.
a Woodbridge bounce.
Takes a big
and it's loose. Nothing doing there. Down to the 40. So the thought of good field position vanished for Union as they're down at their own 40.
Harrison made a nice play. That was.
Boy, he's lucky he got that punt off.
Yeah, he was lucky he got the punt off. And then Harrison, that ball kind of skipped on him.
It looked like it took a quick bounce, like a quick one-hopper in baseball.
And he was able to wrestle it in and then wisely goes to the ground. That's one of the things you see. All of the players out here have good football instincts. Right? They all understand what they're supposed to do. They're
all seniors.
Yep, they're all seniors and they're all good. They've all been playing for a long time. Since they were probably most of them since they were 6 or 7 years old.
Flag football and Pee Wee. I still can't figure out junior, intermediate, Pee Wee.
The Mighty Mites. The junior. Something is the highest.
The things you think that are the smaller ones are the bigger ones.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, we had midgets, peewees, and the big team. It was pretty simple.
Right. Inside handoff to.
Nice run, but they're going to need more than that if they want to go 60 yards in a little over a minute.
Linden High. It looks like they're playing it pretty conservative.
Yeah, they're going to throw it up if they want to
5-yard gain.
56 seconds to go. They're going to hurry up, though.
It's a slow snap.
Yeah, almost a little short. Screen intended for Goulet. It's complete, but he's not going to get more than a yard or two. We have a penalty marker on the plate. Lots of penalties in this first half, folks. 45 seconds to go on the clock. Let's see what it is. Yeah, it looks like they're going
We got
backwards.
holding on the offense.
Against Union County.
Holding against Union County, and that'll take it back
From the spot of the foul.
10 yards from the spot of the foul. So you always have to wait to see where they're going to start to know where it's going to take it back to. Looks like he's starting on the 46. Now he's down to the 44, and I guess that's where we're going to start.
Yeah, we already got it. He already made the decision. Holding. On the offense. Repeat second down.
Second down. And
Union needs to get to
let's call it 16. Let's see if they take a shot here. Johnny, you think they're going to be content to run it out?
No reason not to take a shot.
Bunch runs right. Birch runs right.
He's 10 yards deep.
Gets it off.
He was doomed. He was 10, 12 yards behind the line of scrimmage by the time he threw it.
Birch running out of pressure completes the pass to Goulet.
Goulet makes the catch and loses 3 more yards. He would have been better off just batting it down. And now Middlesex is going to call a timeout.
Yeah, it's not out of the question to get the ball back for a play. Or at least a shot to run back a punt.
Or block it.
Timeout on the field, Middlesex County. That is their second charge timeout.
They have one more, does Middlesex.
It'll be third.
See the teams huddling up.
And 22.
3rd and 22. My guess is they're going to keep this one on the ground, and it'll make them take the other timeout. Middlesex take their other timeout. They don't want an incomplete pass that will stop the clock or a sack and push them back even further.
The town's council members, Mr. Corey Spillar, Greg Vacara,
council members from Woodbridge being introduced. You were introduced there, Your Honor.
Superintendent of schools here at Middlesex, correction at Woodbridge. Dr. Robert Zaga, Board of Ed members Brian Molar, Ezio Tamburello, Jonathan Trevoisa, Dan Harris, and Maria Anderson. Also, the Barron family here at Woodbridge High School would like to welcome Mr. Chris Chiera, the newly appointed vice principal here at Woodbridge High School.
Did you see that? Chiera's vice principal. Took over for Mr. Hassan.
Yeah, Mr. Hassan left to become principal.
It's a big loss for Cloney as the basketball team.
Yeah, because he can't coach under the school
as a vice principal.
As administrator. They're going to hand it off inside. Goulet gets it. Another penalty flag. Goulet picks up about 5, but let's see what the penalty is. 16 seconds to go. If it's against Union, my guess is Middlesex going to decline it unless it was before the play started.
I don't think so. It looked like the play was gone.
Illegal formation.
Illegal formation. So
on the offense. That penalty is declined.
Decline it.
4th down.
And that'll bring up 4th down. 16 seconds to go. And Middlesex can manage to hold on.
Stranger things have happened if you can run back a punt.
Probably have a time for 1 play, maybe 2, probably 1.
See, Benny was solid down there on the field. A little while ago, he was in the booth next to us.
Yeah, he was. Yeah. Number 8, Rashik Harvard from J.P. Stevens is back deep. He's standing at the 31-yard line of Union, so he's expecting Norton
to take some time off the clock.
Well, Norton does that rollout kind of rugby style thing. Now he's going to run inside. Now he's going to put it down. Almost got blocked. I think we have a penalty marker on the play.
What else is new?
Kicks at the 40 and gets a Union County roll to about the 26. But let's see what that penalty is about with 4 seconds to go at the line of scrimmage.
He punted that in a lot of traffic.
That was a heck of a punt. I don't know how he got that off. There was a lot of traffic around him. Holding against Union. I guess I'd make them punt it again. Unless they're not going to. When did they enforce it? Even then, they'd have 1 play from about the 44.
Well, no, they don't put time back in the clock.
I know, that's what I mean. So make them punt it again. Hopefully you block it. Make something happen.
A lot of guys around him when he punted that one.
Otherwise,
you have to block it and take it in.
Yeah.
Holding on the offense. Repeat 4th down.
4th down again.
Timeout on the field.
Middlesex takes its final timeout.
Make sure you go out tomorrow morning.
So I guess they're going to decide what they're going to do. My guess is they bring the house here. Right, if he gets it off, if he gets it off, it doesn't matter. Not going to run it back, I suspect, or the likelihood of them running it back.
Just got to hope you don't leave a seam for the running punter to see it and run through everybody.
Well, that's the risk of doing that.
It will also be online at www.
If somebody slips out into the flat and throws a pass and it's off to the races.
Union and Middlesex counties.
Well, it'll all unfold in the next few seconds here, John. As
nobody back yet for Woodbridge deep.
Now the coaches on the Middlesex side signaling for somebody to go back.
They just had a timeout.
Well, they're not used to, So Harvard drops back. Now he's standing inside the 50. And he's been instructed to just
play safety.
Play safety,
run.
But to let the ball hit the ground and call for the fair catch. I saw the coach instructing him to do that. So they're going to try and block this. A lot of confusion here. And now they're not going to bring everybody on. Doesn't look like it anyway. No, they don't.
Straight punt, no razzle dazzle.
And doesn't fair catch it. He catches it and gets tackled down at the 43, and that will do it for the first half. So an uneven defensive struggle, and we reached halftime with the score Middlesex County nothing and Union County nothing. We'll take a break and be back with the second half. Stay with us, everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the center of the field for tonight's halftime presentation from your Union County cheerleaders. And now, once again, direct your attention to midfield for tonight's performance by your Middlesex County Cheerleading All-Stars.
Could also be the level of I saw Marissa doing that.
To Jim DeSarno of Westfield High School, your Union County Coach of the Year, and to Mr. Don Solfakanich of New Brunswick High School, your Middlesex County Coach of the Year. Congratulations, Jim and Don.
1 through 10, how bad was it? 11 or 10?
And now for some special presentations. First, to Mr. Keith Capinios of Carteret High School. The plaque reads, "In grateful recognition of outstanding service to the Snapple Bowl, this award represents our high esteem for your commitment to making the difference in the lives of children." Congratulations, Keith, recipient of this year's Snapple Bowl Award. Next, to Jonathan O'Halloran of Woodbridge High School, recipient of the 2016 Debbie Gans Spirit of the Game Award. To the #1 mascot in Union and Middlesex counties, Jonathan broke his own single game fundraising record with $3,510 donated to our charities. Congratulations and thank you, Jonathan O'Halloran, the Baron of Woodbridge High School. And finally, to Mr. Glenn Lotman, principal of Woodbridge High School, please accept this game jersey as a token of our sincere appreciation for your outstanding hospitality in hosting this most important community event. Thank you, Mr. Lotman. Congratulations to all our award recipients, and enjoy the second half of tonight's game.
Ladies and gentlemen, John McCormick, Craig Coughlin from Woodbridge High and Nicholas A. Prisco Stadium, where we've seen a sort of an uneven, not particularly well-played first half, John.
No, beautiful night, lousy game. I mean, it's to be expected, yet in the past Snapple Bowl games, there have been a lot of scoring. Nothing tonight, 0-0 at the half, and very little in sync kind of playing here, you know?
Yep.
A lot of penalties.
A lot of penalties. That's what made it so
formations, offsides.
Really just one big play. It was a long pass play by Union County. Other than that, Middlesex had one sort of sustained drive, but then turned the ball over on a fumble. That was the only turnover of the first half. And after that, it's just been all defense. Middlesex won the toss to start the game, and they've elected to defer, so they will get the ball to start the second half. Back deep to receive for Middlesex is number
8,
12.
Rashik Harvard.
Jason Lee from South Plainfield. And number 4. That's Mason from Piscataway. And set to kick off, Joe Norton. He's got a big leg. He'll hit it at the 40. He gets into it. The ball will come down inside the 10. Taken there by Lee. Got some room, still on his feet, and squirms out to about the 32. And that's where Middlesex will go to work to start this second half.
67 is Dave McDevitt. 70 is Christian Napolitano. 74, Anthony Porcaro. 70, I said Napolitano. 56, Esberth Pereira.
$305 to the winner.
At halftime, a couple of awards given out to Coaches of the Year in Middlesex and in Union, but of note, of course, Principal Lotman received a thank you commemorative game jersey for Woodbridge's participation in the event. Andrew
And
Roberts,
guess what?
about to get under center.
Before the first play of the second half, there's a penalty.
And special shout out to Jonathan O'Halloran. John, he beat his record. He's the Baron, for those of you who don't know. He's the mascot for Woodbridge. He dresses like a Baron. And he has really committed to raising money for this event. Last year he set the record. This year he broke it. And he was able to record $3,510 in donations. So congratulations to Jonathan on a job well done. Roberts in trouble now, nowhere to go. Manages to
now
escape.
He's got something. He's got a lot of room. He could go.
To the 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Now still on his feet at the 45.
Wow, Anthony Roberts put some excitement in this game.
And there may have been a face mask. Roberts thinks so. See that big K on his
Was
neck?
he going like that because he thought it was a face mask, or just pumping his fist in the air?
Maybe. He got spun around.
Yeah, but he stayed on his feet, kept his balance.
If we have that on replay, we'd like to take a look at that again, but they're going to hurry it up.
Folks, we're used to that. We've covered a lot of Kennedy games the last 2 years, and that's the way he plays.
He just managed to escape number 74. That was Eugene Johnson. Let's take a quick look at that replay before
after this play. Oh, no, here it comes.
Here it comes again. He's under center.
Roberts.
Oh, wait. Hands off inside to Monica while you're watching the replay. Look at him dance, and now watch him go. He turns that corner, and he's got nothing but real estate in front of him. No, it wasn't a face mask. That's where I thought it would have been. Nope. Got him.
Hey, a lot of Union guys kept up with him. He's fast. A lot of Union guys kept up with him.
We did miss a play, but it was no gain, so We didn't really miss much. There's a handoff inside to Monica. Roberts out of the shotgun. Fakes the handoff to Lanier, keeps it himself. Now dances outside. And he'll get run out of bounds there, and he gets tackled. That should be a penalty.
Might be a penalty there. He was well out of bounds when he was brought down.
It's one thing to run him out. It's another thing to take him down. I don't see him though.
After a 2-yard gain.
So he picks up 2. Run out of bounds there by number 5. That's Malik Singleton from Abraham Clark High School. And that'll bring up 3rd and 9
for Middlesex. 17 is Noah Pointer-Gamery.
In
the game comes 13, Ben Baez of Edison.
With the play. Took a while to get in.
From halftime,
We don't have a play clock
Jonathan
visible.
Our Baron has actually raised over $4,000.
They just announced that Jonathan O'Halloran.
I thought he had more than 3,500. They said there.
3,500 this year. Nice play by Monica to keep that from being intercepted. But he only picks up about 2, and that'll get it down to the 37-yard line.
What do you think they'll do here?
I think they may go for it. They're going to.
Yep, they're punting. Bashir Lauderdale coming in from Colonia.
First time we've seen
20.
him in the game, isn't it? First time I've ever seen. There's a big crowd here tonight.
Oh, huge crowd.
We just saw
not just the stands, but they're lined all around this half of the field.
Yep. There's got to be, I don't know, 4,000 people, 5,000 people.
I don't know what the stands hold. I thought the stands held 3 and change.
Well, then there's more than that.
Well, you had to get that punt off quick, and it's going to go in the end zone. No, out of bounds.
It goes out of bounds.
Well,
big break right at about the 8, and that's where
good punt inside the 10.
So now a defensive stand is what Middlesex is looking for. Josh Woods' punt goes out of bounds. Good job by Josh Woods from Monroe High School. Here we see the Union players huddling up. Number 81 in your picture there, Matt Bruno from Governor Livingston. Number 70 trotting out that, Tyler DaCosta from
Dave McDevitt of Woodbridge also had a lot. I know they were neck and neck for fundraising, him and Jonathan O'Halloran.
David Brearley High School. Inside handoff. Not much there. Snuffed rather quickly by, let's see who's at the bottom of the pile. I think couldn't see. Goulamé on the carry. Loses 2. And that'll bring up 2nd and 12.
2-yard loss on the carry. 2nd and 12 coming up for Union.
Birch comes in. He's played quarterback. Let's see if he's going to be there now. Yep. They've rotated 2 quarterbacks. Birch and Sebastian. Pass out into the flats, complete. Tried to make a move to get upfield. Did
short of the first. So Middlesex needs a real stop here.
Pierre made that big catch in the first half, John. The biggest play of the first pass.
Biggest play for Union of the game.
And probably, well, it was the biggest play of the game until Roberts' run just now.
Yeah, probably about even.
Brings up 3rd and 7 for Union.
Jared Van comes out for Piscataway, from Piscataway.
This is a big spot right here for
big play.
Middlesex. 3rd and 7 from the 12, shall we say. Birch takes it, rolls out right. Looking downfield, throws complete.
You got a first.
Cordoba with the catch, and that's a first down.
82 Castro for Union. Correction, Cordova.
So Union came up when they need what they needed.
They did. And that's a first down for Union, and that really takes the wind out of the sails for Middlesex for a minute there.
At their own 21-yard line.
Let's see if they can sustain it. Middlesex couldn't after the big run by Roberts.
Birch stomps his foot, puts the play in motion, hands it off inside.
Now, can you hear the guys in the coaching booth? But they're talking, you know, to the I guess the coach with the microphone or the headset down on the field. But it's happening so late that it's not enough time for them to adjust anything.
Right. Here we see some of the Middlesex players. Nautica, and Mason, and number 22 to Villa. I want to thank again the officials for donating their time to calling this evening's event. They're not getting paid for this. Bunch runs left, nice basket. You get it away. I mean, he's had some pressure.
A little bit behind him.
Underarmed it.
The pressure really helped there. Got him to force it. That was number 8, Rasheed Carver to Stevens. Oh no, it was 81. Derek Schneider Spotswood.
And that'll bring up 2nd and.
Guys are talking like it's a penalty. I don't see the flag though.
Yeah, they are. The booth is talking about it. They announced it. Let's see.
Flag. Oh, there it is, way back there in the secondary.
Middlesex.
Defensive holding.
That'll be a first down.
Prior to the pass, it'll be 10 yards.
Take again the chance to thank Jim Cassidy of Snapple Distributors for coordinating this outstanding event, and to Rydell Reconditioning, the official reconditioners of football equipment and the Snapple Bowl.
I never knew there was official reconditioners. But their effort is appreciated. 35-yard line now for Union, 1st and 10. Scoreless game.
1st and 10 for the right of Union County at their own 35-yard line.
See, scoreless tie would be redundant.
Right. That is true. Bunch low snap.
Another low
again.
snap.
Yeah, they do that a lot.
That's really got to throw the quarterback off a little bit, like you said before.
Throw the whole timing play off, right? Goulamay. He has to bend down to get it. Goulamay has got to pause for a second to give him a chance to catch it, right? Because he can't be past them or even with them when he tries to make the play.
Trainer in, Cardoza out for Middlesex.
15-minute quarters.
That's confusing. It's really
taking us
different.
Some getting used to.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I said the first quarter seemed like it took forever, but I didn't realize it started at 15 minutes.
It's a beautiful night out there.
Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. I love this field. This field is so cool.
Yep. How old is this field now, John?
2008 was the first year.
Low snap again. We almost don't need to say that.
Ball.
I think it's incomplete. They're going to say it's incomplete.
Tamburello again. Yeah, they throw the flag on who?
I think it's going to be, I don't know. He's running around. Cordoba's running around like he drew the flag. So, I mean, drew
I don't know. It might have been on 82.
Induced out. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see the replay again. The play is dead. You see the referee whistling the play dead. So here it's the ball. He doesn't have control. That's the right call. It's incomplete pass.
He's still up. He's still
now
up.
He picks it up. He starts to run and.
Dead ball.
Yeah, it's on 82. I'm sure with taunting.
On the offense.
Yep.
Tamburello did nothing wrong.
Unsportsmanlike 82.
Unsportsmanlike penalty on 82. Then he was mouthing off. So Cesar Cordoba from Plainfield gets called for that. It's a good size though. 6'3", 210.
Big dude, yeah.
Unsportsmanlike conduct is a call against Union County. It's a 15-yard penalty.
Dead ball. Unsportsmanlike on the offense. 2nd down.
There we see some of that really huge crowd on the Middlesex side. Look at that. The crowd is packed. The bleachers are packed across the other side. And as you point out, John, there's people in the back bleachers. There's people along the fence. There's people sitting on the hill. There's people behind circling the field, except for the end zone to our right, because the track and field things are back there.
Correction, it's 3rd
down. There we go.
A dead ball foul.
Look at that crowd, John.
Yeah, it's amazing.
There we are. Hello. They had hoped to break a single game record with 50,000, more than 50,000, and looks like they may have done it. Ball is low again.
Nothing again.
Boulame again with the handoff. Again, nothing there. And now
there's another flag. Yeah. Late hit, late jumping on the pile.
Yep. It's going to be on number 45, I think.
I can't remember a football game where I've seen this many penalties. I'm sorry I keep talking over you, but we can't even hear each other really that well.
It's okay. The problem with the penalties is you just there's no rhythm to
defense.
The game. Getting a little chippy right now. Coach Nyer's not buying it. If you look in the lower part of your screen, he's complaining to the referee, but looked to me like Papa came flying in after the play.
Yeah.
And somebody new. We see number 17 from Middlesex. That's Noah Pointer Gomori from Highland Park right there in the near screen. And don't know who that is because I don't recognize him.
We got a personal foul on the defense. Repeat the down.
Number 65. That's Bernal Murillo from Middlesex. Okay. Somebody in the booth is exercised about the fact that they think it's a dead ball foul.
I don't know.
That'll bring up 3rd and 11. And now there's a timeout Union.
That's the other thing that makes this game long is both teams I think used all their timeouts in the first quarter.
They did. And so we see the coaching staff huddling up. Of course, this game is live, and so folks, we hope you're enjoying it as much as we are. Introducing the cheerleaders. You can probably hear them because it's pretty loud up here.
Yeah, it's really. I wonder why. There's Coach Nyers. I'm not sure if people at home can hear this guy in the background, but I imagine they can because it's very loud.
They can, yeah. Well, the folks outside, as I was walking through the crowd at halftime, would tell me that they could hear us talking on that microphone outside.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
From South River High School, Layana Colbert. From Edison High School, Nicole Cooper. From Sayreville High School, Victoria Patinto. From South Plainfield High School,
and we see the Middlesex players headed back out on the field as we get ready for the action to commence again.
From Monroe High School, Alexandra Heiser. From North Brunswick High School, Megan Isles.
Birch takes the snap, roll
way
right,
back
fades
again.
Back, yeah, a lot of room there. He throws it down out of bounds. And that'll bring up 4th and 11, and a punting unit will come on for Union County.
Dave Lupton from Bishop R. Sorry, Craig.
That's okay.
Malik Fitzpatrick from East Brunswick High School, number 50. They don't have a number 50. 13, we have Ben Baez. We've mentioned him a few times. 58, Mike Diakunzak from Edison. There's a flag. What else is new? Number 30, we know is our own Nate Lanier. Chase Santiago is the punter.
We had a sideline warning on the home team.
So sideline warning.
Number 59, Yusuf Abahend, East Brunswick. 54, Jarrett Sims, Metuchen. Good size of number 37 on defense. Holy mackerel.
Norton
not back real far.
Punt. Gets into it.
Good punt. Sends
Inside
him back.
The 30, back to about the 25. And that was Corey Williams from Sayreville High, but he doesn't have much room to run, and so Middlesex will go to work at their own 33-yard line. Game scoreless, I should say. Union County, Middlesex County Football Coaches Association would like to thank Paul Grisella, the managing editor of the Home News Tribune, MyCentralJersey.com, along with Fiji Artisan Water, Body Armor, Field Turf, Joe Moore of the Pines Manor, and Rudy Harling of Sports Paradise for sponsoring Snapple Bowl 23.
From Woodbridge High School, Brielle Small.
Oh, he looked like a busted play. Yep, he's down behind the line of scrimmage. He looked like he was going to pitch that back.
He did.
And nothing there, so.
From Edison High School, Brianna Bedoy.
Mocaro from Hillside makes the tackle.
From Carteret High School, Angelica Vergara. And from Monroe Township High School, Sunny Warden. Let's have a nice big round of applause for the cheerleaders.
I think we mentioned the Union County coaches.
Union County.
Scott Miller is from Brearley. I don't know why I'm struggling with that. Eric Rossenmeyer from Cranford.
I don't know, but it's pretty funny.
I'm glad you're having fun. Joe Hubert from Cranford. Stephen Matos from Cranford. Kerry Dexler from Cranford.
Yes.
Out
Complete.
into the flat. Nice play.
Not a first down, but a very nice play to number 13, Ben Baez.
13, Ben Baez.
Flag on the play.
There's a shocker. Ryan Huber from Cranford. Chad Falcone from Cranford. Jin DeSarno, that may be Jim, I'm not sure, from Westfield. Dom Caniglio from Dayton. Dan Guyton from Governor Livingston.
Foul.
Kevin Freeman from Rosedale Park.
We got a personal foul on the offense.
Linda Toto from Scotch Plains. Lucinda Toto from the Scotch Plains. And a lot of yelling going on over
they're
there.
Getting very animated
Ryan
over there.
James, the athletic trainer from Brearley High School. Whose coaches are they? Is that the?
That's us. That's Middlesex.
Fouls called against both Union and Middlesex.
Offsetting penalties.
The ball is at the 41-yard line.
Resulting in no punishment.
Getting texts like mad if people ask me why I'm not at the concert.
Oh, really? Yeah. Of course, there's music in Woodbridge tonight.
I don't miss them, especially Thursday nights. I love the local bands, but
where are they at? They're in
Tasman Park, right by the train station.
Yeah. Well, at the rate we're going, we'll be over in a few hours.
It's the slowest game I've ever called.
Well, it's the constant stopping of games.
And it's getting really chippy. They're getting really
they are getting chippy.
Aggravated. It's very hot, scoreless game, long game.
A million penalties.
Frustrating game. All adds up to a lot of unsportsmanlike conduct penalties. It's halfway through the third quarter.
And there you see the cheerleaders.
There they are. On the clock.
These guys are donating their time. These referees are putting in overtime. Yep, here we go. 3rd and 2. Roberts runs left. Nothing there. And he'll get driven out of bounds.
Not even back to
for
the
a
line
loss
of
of 3, maybe. And that'll bring up 4th and 5, and Middlesex will punt.
Loss of 3. It's going to make it 4th and 5.
There we see the night sky over Woodbridge.
Josh Wood is on to punt for Middlesex.
Josh Wood has gotten in the game a lot.
Another quick punt. They rushed him really well again.
And
takes a
Middlesex
bounce.
Roll. It's going to continue inside the 15. Inside the 10. And Middlesex guy picked it up. I think that's Lanier.
They think they're calling it the Woodbridge, the Union guy touched the ball, and therefore that gave the Middlesex guy the right to pick it up and run it in, but it doesn't look like the refs agree with them. Good to see that one again.
Yeah. I don't know what made Lanier think it. He was right there. So there
we got holding on the receiving team.
Holding on the receiving team, and that'll push it back.
Now I wish I was keeping track of the game, but it's too hard when you don't know anybody in the field.
Yeah.
Let's see that play again. I wonder why he thought.
May have hit him there.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, maybe he kicked it. Yeah, maybe he did.
But he was
holding on the receiving First down.
He was forced into the ball if he did touch it.
I don't think that's a defense.
No, but I'm just saying he was nowhere near it.
Right.
He was actually put his hands up like stay away, and then he got pushed all the way into the ball.
But if he hit it, if he touched it.
Holding call against the receiving team, Union County, on the punt.
And so half distance to the goal, and that'll take it to the 3.5 yard line.
First and 10.
Inside handoff, a little bit of room, cutting back and making something happen there. Anthony Primavera from
Craig, I don't see a flag.
Uh-oh. How could that be? Let's see the replay. No penalty on the play. You see number 78, Langley. Torrey Langley from Abraham Clark High School. 75 is Mike Evans from Jonathan Dayton.
I'm saying Fudge taking some snaps on the sideline.
Yes, looks like it. Pass complete.
Oh, no good.
Nope.
Pointer Gamory couldn't look like he was running before he caught it.
That was Wombly.
Number 17, Womble, is incomplete.
I'm sorry, I'm the wrong list.
Fred Wombly from Rawway, right over
I was reading
the border.
Middlesex list. 3rd and about 4, maybe 3 and change.
Another big play here. So see some of the players along the sideline. Number 75, Christian Cardoza from JFK.
High snap.
And penalty marker complete.
Same play as last time.
But let's see.
It's a first down.
Before we go get excited about the first down, let's see what happens. See who it's against.
There's a flag on the play.
Against the offense, call will come back. Sorry, play will come back.
Oh, right, okay. Same signal. Right. Different time. Right.
So how's the concert going? A lot of people?
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Who's the band tonight?
They're a Rolling Stones tribute band called Moonlight Mile.
So the ball goes back to the 6 yard line.
3rd and 9.
5 yard penalty against Union.
That is a nice breeze in the stadium.
Yeah, a little breeze right now. Middlesex showing some pressure up the middle. Here they come. There's the pressure. Gets it away. Complete.
Short of the
nice
first.
Catch. Nice one-handed play there by Stephen Sodasani from Governor Livingston, but he comes up short.
Montez Dioka's pass complete to number 11, Steve Sodasani. 4th and 3.
Monte Desica pass was a little bit behind him. Made a nice play to get it, but he falls short by a couple of yards. And so back to receive the punt is Corey Williams from Sayreville. Stand on
about the 45.
45, yeah.
So we'll definitely have good field position here.
Not in his end zone. He's at about the 2. Takes the snap, rolls, and does the rugby kick. Gets a lot of height on it. Yeah, he's a very good punter. Williams gets it, and he is hit immediately. Right there with Sean Leonard from Cranford High.
Corey Williams hit immediately by number 26 of Union, Sean Leonard.
That was dangerous when you hit that.
Also there, number 4.
Dangerous when you hit that quickly after you catch the ball.
Yep.
The Blue of Middlesex will have it 1st and 10 from their own 45.
So Middlesex has the ball 1st and 10 on their own 45 with 5 minutes and 5 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter of this scoreless, penalty-plagued.
There's Jordan Matty from Colonia. There's Morgan Lyons of JFK. Somebody's looking for a timeout.
Yes,
what else is new? If there's not a timeout, there's a penalty going to play.
Coaches from Union County to our right. They're screaming timeout, timeout, timeout.
That is their second charge.
That's their second timeout.
With 5 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter, that doesn't leave them only on 1. So it's
right.
Rough to take your second one this quick.
Probably didn't need to call the timeout. There would have been a penalty on the play.
Right,
anyway.
exactly.
We see Mario Nigro from South River, number 46. And
Charlie McDevitt on the left.
Anthony Porcaro from Cerebral, big number 74. He's a big guy, 6'4", 260. Posing for the camera.
It's a Kennedy girl. I don't think I know who it is.
Once again, I'd like to thank all our sponsors, Autoland, the Popping Cafe, who are here tonight.
This was a reminder that Joe Poli, the Snapple Bowl MVP trophy, will be presented by none other than Joe Poli himself, formerly Snapple.
Was it Devin
Birch
or
throws it
Murray?
long. I'm sorry, not Birch. Sorry. It was a reverse, and let's see. I think we have an interception.
Here, hireling of Sports Paradise.
Incomplete.
I think I mentioned all with their assistance and help.
That was Jason Lee, the running back, who threw that one. But it falls incomplete, and they'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Pass is incomplete, 2nd and 10 for Middlesex.
See number 67 there, Dave McDivitt from Woodbridge. He's a big guy too, 6'4", 240. Fudge back in the game now at quarterback. He's joined there by Jason Lee. Jason Lee, 1,000-yard back this year.
Nothing doing. Wow. They held him. They held Lanier.
The only person close was Harrison, but looks like that's coming back.
That was a timing pattern. He got nowhere near the ball, so it's going to be a first down for Middlesex.
Defensive pass interference on the defense.
Defensive pass interference, and that'll be a 10-yard penalty and a first down.
Pass interference is the call. The 15-yard penalty.
15-yard penalty, I'm sorry. It'll take it down to the 40, so the Union County 40 they go. 1st and 10, and Middlesex trying to pick up the pace here. They're not going to huddle up. Try to catch Union a little bit off guard. Fudge takes the snap. Quick pass out to the flat. Complete to Baez. He slips a tackle. Picks up a few more.
Gained a few.
Baez from Edison.
Picked up 5 yards.
Man.
A little short of 5.
That looked crisp, that play, John.
Yeah,
it was a little tiny pattern that seemed to work. Middlesex again not huddling up. Oh, no, they're not. Number 50 will.
Doesn't matter because
Fernando Roselle Park goes out. Yeah.
The whole idea of the no huddle is to keep the same players on the field and
keep the other team from subbing in. Hanukkah goes in motion. Handoff inside to Mason. There wasn't enough spacing on that.
The defensive line of Union has been really effective all night.
Hit behind the line of scrimmage. Loss of 1.
Big guy in the middle there, Eugene Johnson, number 74. He's 6'4", 300 pounds, John.
He's getting closer to me.
Some of the crowd will here tonight. Beautiful night. Nicholas Briscoe
I can't imagine
Stadium.
a better night for an evening football game. Or an outdoor concert or anything.
Fudge takes the snap, mishandles it, now escapes, and he's in trouble, throws it out to Monica. He got it for a first down.
Wow.
So the broken play and the true hop off the
just like they drew it up.
The turf.
Pass complete to number 5, James.
And it's a Middlesex County first down.
Modica's reception good.
They're calling him Modica. We went through this in the real season, but I can't remember what the answer was. Here's a
replay again. Nice play. Nice.
Yeah.
Fudge was lucky the ball bounced right back up to him. The turf was true on that one, John.
Yeah, we're told now from the announcer it's Modica. I seem to remember it that way too.
All right, so Modica it is. We apologize to the
Modica family. Here's
for the
Fudge.
last 4,000 times we got it wrong.
Nothing doing. Whoa.
handoff to.
Boy, every good play, turn around and
the Villa.
Nothing happens. There have been so many negative plays tonight.
Villa from New Brunswick.
7-yard loss.
Player of the year was French from New Brunswick this year. But
but he's not playing, is he?
No, he's committed to Pitt.
Is it? You think they didn't want him to play?
Yeah, I think that. So the other thing that happens a lot, I don't know if he did it, but a lot of the those big Division I schools, the kids end up enrolling.
Oh, true.
In the second semester, so they can participate in the spring football. But even beyond that, I'm pretty confident that some of the D1 coaches are not going to want their players playing.
Prize recruit, yeah. Here comes Fudge.
Fudge, watch out from behind.
Whoa.
Unblocked. Parnell Williams from Elizabeth came steaming around that corner. And Fudge didn't see him until the last second.
Yeah, he didn't have a chance.
And he loses at least 10 on that play, probably more like 12. Now bring up 3rd and 27 for Woodbridge, for Middlesex.
Oh, okay. That's another, so if there's a half a dozen kids.
Okay.
More kids.
I just got a tip from the announcer that if the kids are chosen to play in the North-South game, which is statewide and a more prestigious game, then they cannot participate in the Snapple Bowl.
Oh, okay.
So that could be why a lot of the studs are not in. Look out again.
Screen play out to Lee. He's got some room down the sideline. And
didn't get back to the original line of scrimmage, but
close.
A great play.
Yeah, gets down to the 35.
Big play.
Jason Lee on the reception.
Probably picked up 17 yards on that, but it's not going to be nearly enough.
For it.
My guess
maybe
is,
I shouldn't say that. But the 34.
Yeah, 34. They got 12-yard gains. It's 4th and 15.
Here comes Wood.
Yeah, Wood's going to come on. I don't think he can. Let's see. I don't know what kind of leg he has for a field goal attempt.
That's long.
34.
That'd be a 51-yarder.
Yeah, 51. More than that. Looks they'd end up spotting it somewhere around 40. It'd be like a 50-yarder. 51. Yeah, you're right.
Is looking for his uncle. He is up here in the press box.
Racing out onto the field now, Chase Santiago from Monroe.
Please bring a police constable.
High snap over his head.
Bad break from Middlesex.
And Wood just wisely falls on it at the 30, but what a break for Union. And they are now poised to get the first points of the game on the board.
They got the field position,
it just
but they've had
sailed right over Wood's head. Hey, buddy.
Hey, what's up, man?
We're trying to find Marquise's uncle.
Marquise is here in the booth with us, looking for his uncle.
For Union County at the 31-yard line. Once again, we have Marquise in the press box. We need his uncle to come and claim him.
Here we see Tracy Fudge on the sideline, looking a little weary there, John. Looks a little hot and sweaty.
Not the best conditions.
All right.
The break of the game so far.
Yep. Shaquille Birch, this quarterback. Quick pass over the middle, complete. And he slid down. Kyron Page did of Elizabeth as he caught the ball, but it's a pickup of about 5. Oh, wait a minute, man. They're more like 7, I guess, so it's going to be... I got to stand up here, John. I can't see in that corner.
Yeah, I can see a little bit of it.
And they're going to let the clock run down. 11 seconds to go, and I think Union's just going to let that run out. They'll head down the other end of the field and continue to put a little more pressure on Middlesex as we reach the end of the third quarter. We're still scoreless, but Union is threatening, so we'll keep it here. Here we see Rashik Harvard from J.P. Stevens. Middlesex needs to stop. The defenses have been up to the challenge each time, John.
Yeah, there've been big plays, and then the next 3 and out.
Couple penalties. Penalties have usually played. We haven't had a penalty in a while. And Marquise's uncle has arrived, and he was happy to see him. He was watching the TV with us. We got a monitor up here, and the little guy, I guess he was, what, 6 or 7 or something?
Yeah.
Watching TV with us. There we see a bunch of the Middlesex County players hoping to get their chance. There's a lot of offense right there.
First play of the fourth quarter, second 3 from the 24 for Union.
Let's see if they can capitalize on it.
Inside handoff.
First down, he's still on his feet.
Goulamay. That might have been his longest run of the game.
So suddenly Union's got some mojo going.
Yep. Almost 10 yards on that play. First down.
And a very rare first down.
Just let everybody know that tonight's gate receipts, 50/50s, and program sales go to the Lakeview School for Cerebral Palsy in Edison and for Children's Specialized Hospital in Mountainside. Since 1994, the Snapple Bowl has donated $535,000 to those worthy causes. So
the match last year will be up to $583.
Wow.
Over the middle.
Throw.
Good defensive play.
Yeah. That was intended for Page.
Pass intended for Page. Broken up by number 45.
That was defended by Joe Papa from St. Joe's. I'll tell you what, his timing was perfect.
Yeah.
If he was a second earlier, he would have had an interference penalty. The second later, he would have had a catch.
He's the only St. Joe's player in the Middlesex team. Second and 10.
19, 18. I think this is the deepest penetration by either team, right?
They might have gone further on the attempted field goal.
Goulamay slips a tackle.
Now
brought down by Tamburello.
Might be now the closest.
Inside the 15 to about the 14.
They got a good kicker, so they're probably not in 4-down territory. They're probably going to go for it against this.
Big number 72 checks in. That's Jared Van from Piscataway.
3rd and 7.
Justin Counts from South Plainfield also checks in.
Joe Trainer and Derek Schneider check out for Middlesex.
I wouldn't imagine there's overtime in a Snapple Bowl, right?
Who knows? Noah Goldberg of Johnson comes wide left. Pressure up the middle. Again, a low snap. Gives it off the... keeps it himself, and that's going to be a touchdown. Birch faked the handoff to Goulamay, ran left and ran it in for the touchdown. And Union takes a 6-0 lead with 13:09 to go.
Touchdown.
So Birch from Elizabeth. Snap was low. Faked the handoff and ran it in.
Here's what I don't understand. The guys in the press box with us, the coaches, are yelling at the top of their lungs, but nobody can hear them.
On for the extra point attempt is Joe Norton from Cranford. Snap is back a little low again, and is it good? It is. So Norton drills it home. He had lots of distance on that. And we'll see a replay of that touchdown. Snap low again. Fakes the handoff. I thought he tried to hand it off to him, and then he just takes off, and he's got too much room.
Easy.
Yep. Not going to get there. Here's Corey Williams. And Birch scores a touchdown, and where we see some happy Union County fans. And so now Middlesex, who hasn't been effective offensively all game long, has some work to do, John.
They certainly do. Need to put together a sustained drive. That field goal won't help them.
a 7 on the other side.
Somehow you don't get the feeling that after the way they've played, they have two drives in them.
No. You saw number 44, Joshua Contreras from New Brunswick, headed out on the field. Norton's twirling the ball back deep for Middlesex. Number 8, Rashik Harvard. Number 22, that is Samad Davila. And number 4, Marcel Mason from Piscataway. Middlesex could use a big return here, John.
3 guys back.
Norton steps
Harvard,
into
I
it.
can't see the one's Marcel Mason.
Yeah, it's going to be Harvard that takes it up, comes up the middle. He had a good run back the last time. He's got one going here too. He's up to the 25. Now he runs backwards. Could have been across the 30. Tried to create something. Ran back towards the 25 and gets taken down at about the 27. And so the Middlesex.
Ball being spotted at the 7-yard line.
27, so they got
First and 10 Middlesex.
First and 10 from their own 27.
Fudge back in at quarterback.
73 yards from tying this game. Fudge in the backfield with Davila. Now Fudge goes under center. Pitches it to Lanier. Lanier steams around our left side.
A lot of running, but no yardage.
And maybe a yard. And then we got a fight going on over there. Or some extracurricular activities at least off on the sidelines. Penalty markers immediately down. As we said, this is a little chippy. When you're shaking hands with a bunch of the Union County guys. So we'll see what that penalty is about. Who it's against.
Dead ball foul, personal, late hit on the defense.
Personal
First
dead ball
down.
foul against the defense. I didn't hear them say the number. And it's going to be a first down for Middlesex.
Coach is coming off the field, onto the field, I should say, and really shouldn't be doing that.
No. A little exercise there on the part. We see some of the Middlesex County players. Number 55, that's Mohammed Bangura from New Brunswick.
Correction on that call.
Right, they're going to change the call
Dead
now.
ball, personal, late hit on blue.
It's a late hit on Middlesex now, so they're reversing it. No wonder the guy from
Now you know why he came out, yeah.
there. So late hit on Middlesex, and that'll take them back
Dead ball penalty called
15 yards.
15-yard penalty.
So on the dead ball penalty, that'll bring up, well, let's see.
Best offense for both teams has been the penalty. I mean, best defense for both teams.
Second and
25 coming up for the Blue.
They're going to call it 25. So second and 25 for Middlesex. Fudge operating from the shotgun this time. Hands it off to Mason. He cuts it back upfield. Bounces around. Gets it out to the 20. Good little pickup there of about 6, but
not even up to the original line of scrimmage.
That'll bring up 3rd and 17.
On the offense.
Penalty again.
Penalty on the offense. So back they go. Does Middlesex.
Illegal formation on the offense declined.
They decline that
Second
illegal formation penalty.
Third down.
That'll bring up 3rd down.
Penalty is declined.
He said second down, but it's 3rd.
Okay.
Yeah, it's because it was a dead ball foul, so the play counts, and then they create the penalty.
I think if they don't get a first down here, I don't think they can win the game.
7-yard gain, third.
Well, I think they need a break. I mean, look, Union
Big break,
looked
yeah.
better in that last possession, but they certainly haven't looked good all game. Fudge looking down the middle, just throws it up. Intercepted by Ortiz, tackled by Lanier, but Tracy Fudge just kind of heaved that down the middle of the field, John.
Nobody got there.
And Chris Ortiz was playing center field.
Yeah, nobody near it when it was picked off.
And he gets tackled at the 45, but Union County back in business in Middlesex County. You see, he was off his back. He was falling backwards, and he just overthrew everybody and threw it right to Ortiz, who caught it and got tackled. And so now the defense for Middlesex has got to make something happen here,
well,
John.
if Union scores, I think it's over.
I think that's true. I think if Union scores, you can.
I'd like to take a lot of time off the clock and then kick a field goal. I'd like to get a touchdown.
Obviously, but inside handoff number 31 as he powers forward. That's Primavera.
Anthony Primavera on the carry.
Picks up 3.
Clock is all Union's friend right now.
3-yard line.
Yep. Still lots of time though, 11:15.
I know, but we've seen almost 50 minutes of football from Middlesex with no visible signs of
offensive
the ability to score.
Prowess, yeah. Defense needs to stiffen right here because they've got to give them as much chances as many chances as they possibly can. Quarterback keeps it, tries to get around the corner, gets hit pretty hard.
I like the way cut up so he didn't go out of bounds.
Contreras in on a hit from New Brunswick. Harvard also there from J.P. Stevens. Another 3-yard gain, so it brings up
big
3rd
play
and
for the
5.
defense.
Yep. Crowd rumble. I can feel it. I can feel the people stamping the bleachers here. Must be the ground in front of the little porch in front of us. Here we go. Snap. Looking down the middle.
Got him.
Complete, and that's a first down to Cesar Cordoba.
He was a little mad that he slipped. He thought he could have done something with that, but he did a lot with it as it is. Very big first down. Under 10 minutes to go in the game now.
These last 2 possessions, Union's looked pretty effective, John.
Yeah, this is just what they wanted. A lot of time off the clock.
Inside
not a clock
10
stop.
minutes to go.
Nope, now it's going again.
I think they just stopped to spot the ball and then keep moving on the first down like college. See the Middlesex players with their hands on their hip. They may be a little gassed. As we said, it's a warm night. Nice breeze, but a warm night. Snap a little bit high. Quarterback going to keep it himself. And
that's what they need to do. There's a flag, of course.
Let's see. Picked up about 4 on the play.
On the spot you would think was holding.
On the offense.
Here we go. And that'll put him back 10 yards from the spot of the foul, which may have been the line of scrimmage. Let's see.
Big break for Middlesex.
On the offense. First down.
And 20 coming up for you.
So that'll be first and 20 as they march it back from the original line of scrimmage. Takes it all the way back to the 38-yard line. That's a big deal difference, John. They had the ball.
Oh, yeah.
At the 20.
2nd and 5 versus 1st and 20.
24, and now they go back to the 40.
Clock running almost at 9 minutes.
Should say. They're doing what they want in that regard. Quarterback going to keep it again. Tucks it under. Goes up the middle. Breaks a couple of tackles. Or slips a couple of tackles, I should say. And then gets tackled down there. See number 32 in on the play. That's Corey Clark from Saraville.
5-yard gain.
Picked up 5, and that'll bring up 2nd and 15.
A lot of lights out in our stadium here. A lot of lights out.
Yeah,
3 on that one, 4 on that one, 1 on that one.
We get some new bulbs. First game of the season, regular season, John, is Colonia and Woodbridge.
Yeah.
Handoff coming in left. Cut back. Nice cut back there.
Crossed over to the original line of scrimmage.
31, Anthony Primavera.
That's always the PBA Bowl. It's always late.
Right.
It seems like it's always in November.
Yeah. Well, it used to be for a long time. It was the Thanksgiving Day game.
You know, I looked at the paper last week. It showed the state groupings.
Yeah.
So we're North Jersey Group 4.
Yeah.
So
North
Colonia,
Jersey,
Kennedy, and Woodbridge have Sayreville. That makes sense. Hunterdon, unusual. Middletown, Colts Neck, and Monmouth, and Montgomery.
How are they in North?
I don't know. It's a weird pairing.
Wow. Quarterback keeper again. Tackle down there by Roberts, Clark, I should say.
And here's an interesting call now because you got a pretty good kicker, but I still think that might be far. I really don't know what his range is.
Well, let's see. It's 17 from the spot.
Yeah, 39. That's asking a lot.
5-yard gain brings up
4th and 3. I think here comes somebody. No, here comes Norton. They're going to try it.
Clock running. Under 7 minutes now. This will ice it.
Hard to believe Middlesex could come back from 2 scores with.
Right.
Joe Norton on to attempt a 39-yard field goal.
It's a long field goal.
It is. Snap is good. The kick is up.
It's up. Nope. Oh, wow. Off the goalpost. Wow.
No good.
And bounces out.
He came a foot away from putting the game away.
Yep. So Middlesex County has a glimmer of hope. Well, not a glimmer of hope. They got 6 minutes and 17 seconds. But as you talked about, John, they've really not demonstrated an ability to move the ball at all. One play.
Penalties are killing them. The Roberts run is
the only play.
Their offense.
Yep. Roberts
they had a few. You know, they had a couple of passes to Medica.
Roberts is on the field right now. We see Coach talking to Fudge, but it's Roberts who's in the huddle.
They've been rotating.
Now here comes Fudge. Maybe put him in the game at the same time. Let Roberts be a running
Roberts
back.
could be a running back, yeah. The explosiveness of Roberts, they need right now.
Now let's see.
Yeah,
Roberts going to go wide left.
He's going as a wide receiver. That's an interesting play. He's practiced there. And here it goes.
Go right to him. He accelerates and
got
makes
it.
An incredible catch. Andrew Roberts went up and got it.
Oh, he didn't get it.
I thought he had it.
Boy, that was right there. We'll see that again if we can.
See that again. I thought he had it. I guess the ball hit the ground on the way down. Here it is
comes.
again. He gets up.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, the ball comes loose. All right. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, that was with you. I guess we were just wishful thinking.
Yeah.
Roberts actually got hurt in practice before the season started, playing wide receiver last year, yeah. So he's taking reps there.
Was such an incredible portion of
Can't remember the other
JFK
offense. Yeah, over half of it by far.
Fudge going back to the air, throws
way high
for Medica, out of bounds.
Oh, with 6 minutes left, this is it. This play is absolutely huge for Middlesex. I'll bet you somehow Roberts, if he's in the game, is going to be involved in it, but I don't see him.
Fudge is standing there. There's Fudge talking to Nyers, and he'll head back out onto the field. So
I don't know. Roberts is such a playmaker. I don't know why he's not in.
You know, you can see him running a reverse and throwing the ball, right? Need to do something. Here comes the pressure.
Santos.
Fudge goes down the middle, complete to Lanier. He's got the first down and more. Out to about the 40, and he gets knocked out of bounds there.
Picked up
and
20 yards, and there's a
penalty.
Another penalty, yep.
I saw the kid from Union on the ground. But let's see if that's a dead ball. If it's a dead ball penalty, it's a first down.
Middlesex going back toward the original line of scrimmage.
Well, if it's a dead ball, I don't know that it's a dead ball. No, play looked stopped when it certainly.
Well, if it's on Woodbridge, it had to be. What could he have done?
An illegal block. I think he clipped him.
I tell you what, Tyler Santos was open over the middle.
Personal foul on the offense.
Personal foul against Middlesex.
So the question, though, becomes, was that a first down and then the penalty? In which event it would be first and 10.
Personal foul on the offense. Repeat the down.
No, they're going to repeat the down. So,
third and 15
in the
coming
course
up.
Of the game. I think they just didn't know what to call it, to tell the truth. So it's a personal foul. It's a 15-yard penalty.
It remains third down.
So the ball goes
Spot of the foul was more like the 30 because he had the first, right?
Now, I think a personal foul is 15 yards. Yeah, I guess from...
Spotted a foul.
Yeah, spotted a foul.
So he's down at the 10. I don't know why that's a 20. Oh, no, I'm sorry. The
15,
ball's there. I'm sorry.
15, yeah.
My bad.
But what a tough penalty. Nice play. They pick up the big first down on third down. And then there's a penalty on the play. They didn't say who committed it, but I saw the kid from Union on the ground. Fudge runs right in.
He's in trouble.
And now he throws it out.
That might be grounding. Yep.
54 there, putting the pressure on. That's Justin Falk. Another penalty against Middlesex, I assume.
I tell you what, if you had to pick a defense at an MVP of this game, I'd pick the front line of Union.
You picked up
the defensive line.
They picked up the flag, and so there's no penalty. Middlesex going to punt. I don't think they have much of a choice here. Josh Wood in to punt. You see Tracy Fudge looking like he's limping a little bit. He's been running for his life all day. We see number 79 walk past. That's Lou Vaca from Spotswood. Wood's kind of measuring where he is. Bounces the snap.
Boy, he's
almost blocked. Fielded in the air by Pierre. He's still on his feet. Now he's headed upfield to the 30, 25, and then is brought down. But fantastic field position for Union County.
I tell you, Wood has been punting amazingly with the pressure he's been under all night.
Yeah, and now when the snap was bounced, still managed to get it off.
Roll back to the 25-yard line of Middlesex.
Good return, and Union now with a chance really to put this one away. 5 minutes and 27 seconds to go.
From the Middlesex 25-yard line.
Well, he needs, what is it, a 39-yarder? He got onto the goalpost.
He needs a 38-yarder, which means he needed to get to the 21.
21-yard line to be a yard closer. So
fans, if you like this, highlights of tonight's contest will be found at www.thesnapplebowl.com or right here at Channel 35 on woodbridgetv.net, as well as New Jersey Internet Radio by Mr. Joe Nolan.
The highlights of this contest will be a short story.
Full coverage of today's contest will be in tomorrow's Home News Tribune, the Home News Tribune, the Courier News, and online at mycentraljersey.com.
I saw Paul Grisella before, the editor of the Home News Tribune, and we were talking about how great a job I thought the Tribune did in hyping the game. Yeah. And they'll have, of course, the full story tomorrow's paper.
Yeah, they really did. They're really
doing a lot with Rutgers football, too. They're really covering a lot.
2nd and 7 now for Union. Brunch has already run for a touchdown.
Wouldn't think he'd be passing here.
In the backfield with
He is, though.
Golame throws it out into the
high
flat.
Percentage pass.
Pierre slips a tackle and picks up about 8 more yards after that. Gets knocked out of bounds at the 7 of Middlesex.
Knocked out of bounds at the 7-yard line.
But it is all Union right now, John.
The only good thing about this for Middlesex fans is if they score, traffic will start clearing out. It is crowded here.
Very crowded.
This is as full as I've seen this stadium ever.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the Middlesex
I mean, the stadium's only a year old, but
is
First and
packed.
goal from the 7.
There aren't any seats left, I don't think, to sit there on
but
the Middlesex side.
I'm trying to
Maybe
remember
on
if
the
the stands here have the same capacity as in the past. I don't think if it's bigger, it's not by much.
No, it's
I
higher.
don't think so. It's higher.
4 minutes and 28 seconds to go. Lunch takes the snap. Gives it to Golame. He powers forward inside the 5 down to about the 3.
And they'll be under 4 minutes after this, before this next play starts.
And that'll bring up
Golame on the carry.
2nd and goal.
4-yard gain to the 3-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 3.
Union in no hurry, as we saw Birch trot out slowly. Chuck Quill has a touchdown. Ran, I don't know, how far was that, John? Maybe 20 yards?
Yeah, right now he'd probably be your MVP. He's got the only score. Let's see what happens here, though.
Takes his time, surveys the situation, calls the snap, low snaps again. Golame has room and he's in for a touchdown. And that will do it.
Gervinson Golame with a 3-yard touchdown
from Linden gets in the end zone, and Union takes a 13-0 lead with 3:23 to go.
And in all likelihood, an insurmountable lead.
And as you predicted, John, you can look at the tail lights headed out, and the people headed through the gate.
Yeah.
Norton on for the extra point. Snap is back. The kick is up.
Left, no good.
And no good, but we've got...
Kick is no good. 3 minutes, 23 seconds here remaining at Nicholas A. Briscoe Stadium.
Let's take another look at that touchdown.
In favor of Union County.
And off the goal.
65.
Back. Nice big hole.
Real nice block by 65. That was Tom Morley of Westfield. Once again, congratulations to the Children's Mountainside Hospital and Mountainside, obviously, and Lakeview School in Edison, the recipients of the money from tonight's Snapple Bowl.
And Snapple Bowl organizers want to say thanks to Woodbridge Township and Union Township Boards of Education for the use of their facilities.
Have you ever been to the Lakeview School?
I have. I don't remember when. It's been a while. And there we see Glenn Lotman, the principal of Woodbridge High, on your left, and Joe Ward, the athletic director of Woodbridge, on your right.
As I said before, a great place. And these kids, you know, it's a tough environment with kids, you know, in wheelchairs. Sure. And I said before, immobile, non-communicative. But I saw these football players and the cheerleaders in there like it was something they do every day.
Really? That's nice. Norton's going to step into it at the 40. It's going to come down at about the 12-yard line. DeVille up to the... Well, he's still on his feet to the 40. 45, 50, 45. Almost down to the 40.
Offering a glimmer of hope for the Middlesex team. They need a very, very quick score. Maybe an onside kick.
47 yards, let's call it 47 yards on that return.
The problem is 309 is not what you need to get 2 touchdowns and 2 extra points.
You see Christian Cardoza from JFK.
Cardoza with the
cheerleaders.
Cheerleaders from JFK.
Let's see if they can strike quickly. Fudge in the game. There you see the Middlesex cheerleaders.
There's Brielle Small.
They were terrific at halftime, by the way. Fudge rolls out, wide open. Modica, he's down to the 20.
And he scores.
10, 5,
wow.
Touchdown Middlesex. One play.
Turn those cars around.
To his Woodbridge High School teammate, Jeff.
So all Woodbridge connection as Fudge rolls out, avoids the pressure, finds Modica, and he takes it in from 41 yards out. We got ourselves a game.
This is a big extra point. No, I know. And
the last 3 possessions.
A great return and a nice pass. He was wide open. Nobody near him. How'd that happen?
DeVille really made that. And let's see now. Wood is on for the extra point.
This is big, because if he makes it, he takes the pressure off the next one if they get another score.
Snap is back. The kick is
up.
And that looks good. And it is.
Yep.
So Josh Wood connects on the extra point with 2 minutes and 55 seconds to go.
Now, do you you make it an onside kick with under 3 minutes?
They have all their timeouts left. I think I might try to kick it deep.
7, Union 13.
And wide open.
Nobody anywhere near him.
And he just
makes a nice
outruns
fake.
The defender, and look at that.
Look who's on the field there, Roberts.
Yeah, Roberts the only guy on the field. Interesting that they had both Roberts and Fudge on the field.
For the presentation of the Joe Polly MVP award.
So no offense all game long. We get a touchdown. We get one more possession, and now
two
the last
touchdowns in a minute.
2 possessions in a minute. Go figure. Let's see if Middlesex has anything left.
I bet they're thinking about an onside kick. Sure, Union will have a hands team up top.
Yep. They are. Looks like.
Yeah, 17, 15, 30, 21.
You know, those offensive.
I mean, Union will have a hands team up top, yeah.
Numbers. 21 is Andy Ernest. He's a safety. 17 is Fred Wombley. He's a wide receiver.
There's a lot of room there if they just kick it past that first
30,
wave.
Yeah. Payne is
that second line is awful close to the first line.
Yep. Remember, it's a free ball. Kyle Boyd, number 8, is back deep. It's a free ball. If he ever dropped it in at the 30, it would be
now
race.
the second group is moving back a bit.
An outside kick it. Big bounce. And handled nicely by Ervis.
Good play by number 21.
Yep. Ernest from New Providence High School. Let's look at this again. He was exercised about getting hit, but what did he? I'm not quite sure. Nice big hop there. Bounces over the first line. Touched that player.
Perfect hop for him.
That was a terrific play by Wood.
He didn't feel that, and it's a Middlesex ball.
At the 44-yard line, 1st and 10.
Feel good though. It was not a shutout. Not that Middlesex is out of it yet.
Well, but they've got 3 timeouts. They got to have a 3 and out here.
Who would have thought they'd score that quick?
Well, that return by DeVille really set him up. Here we go. Inside handoff again. And driven back, number 31.
Gotta watch, they go get a little too exercised there.
Notice that Primavera and the quarterback, Montedeca, I guess. They're both from Brearley High School, John. So they're comfortable with that handoff exchange.
Primavera on the carry. Loss of 1. Timeout. Middlesex.
And there's a timeout by Middlesex with 2:40 to go. Loss of 1 on the play. That'll bring up
1 first down might do it, though.
I think 1 first down does it. No, I got 2 timeouts now.
for Union County.
Here we see Jonathan O'Halloran.
Gabrielle Small. Back across the original line of scrimmage by a yard to be about 3rd and 9.
2 yard.
Boulet for a 2-yard gain.
Timeout again.
9.
This is why I would have thought about kicking it long, John. With 3 timeouts, imagine if they were doing this inside the 20. Because Norton's got a good leg, so if he punts it, it's going to be inside their own 20 where they'll receive it. Maybe inside the 30. They'll need another big return. Only 1 timeout left for Middlesex now with 2:39 to go. So if Union gets a first down here, they're not going to be able to stop the clock.
Well, one more time.
Well, yeah, you're right. Not enough to stop the. Give themselves a chance to win.
Just. So this being a catastrophic place for Union.
Right.
They're not going to call timeout here.
It. They're not. They're going to let the clock run. And they'll keep that one offensive timeout.
It's funny you just said that they're comfortable with the exchange, and then boom, they're not.
Well, there was the other guy. This wasn't the kid.
Oh, it was a different guy. Okay.
Yeah, it's the other guy. Primavera is the kid from.
All right, my bad.
Joe Norton.
They should let this clock go down as long as they can. I don't see any kind of.
Yeah, I don't know what the game clock.
Game clock. Yeah, I don't see it.
Play clock is.
That's what I meant. Yeah, it's a play clock.
He punted at the 30.
He's taking his time.
Who's back there for?
Under 2 minutes now.
Is that Roberts?
He's taking a penalty.
Yeah. Oh no, it's Corey Williams from.
Timeout.
Union County.
Yeah, I guess they took it just before the. They want to run the clock down, and they did. The 1:47. That is. Interestingly, that's the last timeout for Union County. They called 2 in the 3rd quarter.
Right. Remember we said. Yeah. Strange that they did 2 so quick. Hey, last time it was a big return in one play, so who the heck knows?
Yeah. Union will head back out.
If you net out penalties, those 2 plays were more than the whole entire game.
Trotting back is Corey Williams. He's going to stand at around the 30 to receive the kick from Joe Norton. Norton's had a good game.
It's a long way to go for a fake, though, 15 yards.
Yeah, I thought about that and then rejected the prospect. Takes the snap, going to run right. They tried a fake field or punt before.
That was not a good one.
No, well, let's see.
Was out of bounds earlier than you think.
Yeah, you're right. Wow, he's running all the way up to the 43.
Yeah, big break for Middlesex.
Wow.
Middlesex County 44.
He's been booming them all day, but that one just got off to the side.
The blue of Middlesex County will have it 1st and 10.
It was high, but it was
from their own 44.
wide. Tracy Fudge ties his shoe. Middlesex has one last chance. 1 minute and 39 seconds to go.
Roberts is in the game. The big playmaker is there.
By 6.
I'm sorry. I can't always tell when you're talking.
That's okay.
The big playmaker Roberts is in there all the way to the left, split left.
Fudge takes it. Pressure up the middle. Avoids the pressure. Throws right. Gets it to Lanier, who makes a spin.
Gets out of bounds.
Driven out of bounds, but they keep the clock running. The referee keeps the clock running. 1:25 to go.
That's odd. I thought he got out of bounds.
I think Lanier thinks he got out of bounds because he's either lost his shoe or he's not hustling back.
He's limping a little bit too.
Yeah, maybe that's.
Well, that just took a lot of time. That play.
1:10. Quick pass intended for Roberts, and he steps out of bounds.
Pass by Fudge complete to number 2, Angel Roberts.
So what was really a boring game for the longest time is now an exciting finish.
Yeah, exactly right. Here we see Andrew Roberts.
First down, Middlesex on the Union 44-yard line.
Jason Lee coming out of the game, as is Ben Baez. No, Ben Baez just coming wide right. A little confusion here. Clock is stopped, though, at 1:06 to go. 1st and 10 for Middlesex.
Look out.
Right this time.
Picked off.
And picked off by
saw that coming.
number 8. Yeah, it was up in the air.
Saw that coming.
And that will end.
That'll do it.
And so we'll get a couple of knees. Let's take a look at that again. Yeah, I'm not sure what Baez was doing. Looked like he was blocking him. But Boyd went up, got it, came down with it. 3rd turnover for at least the second. Maybe it's the 2nd turnover from Middlesex. And no timeouts for Middlesex, or they have one? They have one left. They have one left.
A lot of players are shaking hands.
At the 39-yard line.
No, they're going to have to snap it.
I think stop the clock once, under a minute. The numbers don't add up.
Right. They can't stop it enough. Victory formation for Union.
One guy back for Joe Pisarcik.
Birch takes the snap, takes the knee.
Birch takes the knee.
Middlesex not going to call their last
Not even calling it, yeah.
Birch comes running to the sideline. The coach goes, you know what to do. Sends him right back out. Take the knee, son. Clock now at 28 seconds to go.
2nd down.
And this one probably does it, John.
Yep.
Assuming that the Middlesex doesn't take its timeout. Birch takes the snap, takes the knee, hands the ball. No, he doesn't. He keeps the ball. And that will do it. So an exciting finish to an otherwise
final score. Union County
penalty-riddled play.
Middlesex County.
Yeah, it was fun at the end.
7.
Let's take an opportunity.
One return and then the receipt there by Santos, and that was that really made the game exciting at the end.
Let's take a chance to thank our incredible crew. Our cameras are Adam Chinoy, Scott Brennan, Raj Sahoy, and Steve Quetchen. Instant replay is Joe Fernandez. Graphics is Samantha Roth. Our engineer is Bruno Martins. Our technical director, Gina Forbes. And our director is Lee Beckerman. Congratulations. We'll take a look at the touchdown for Union County as they come away with the 23rd Snapple Bowl victory.
It looked like it was a big fake there, but it did fool everybody.
Yep. I think it might have been a messed up play because the ball was down low. But they were snapping the ball low all game. That clearly wasn't on purpose. See, he scoops it up off the ground, and now this one again, and this one is Ulamay pounding it in. Over there for Union, and they come around. That makes the season, or the historical record. Middlesex 14 and Union 9. Middlesex had come into the game winning 9 out of 10, but it's Union County who goes home with the victory tonight. So, John, it's been fun. On behalf of John McCormick, Craig Coughlin, and our crew saying thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good summer.
We'll see you in September.
And here we go, presenting the most valuable player trophy is Mr. Joe Polly, formerly of Snapple Distributors, and who Joe was an integral part of this game in the early stages and has been a tremendous supporter of this game ever since. And Joe will be presenting the Snapple Bowl 23 MVP Award to Union County's number 37, Osa Akamora.
Osa Omakaro, please step forward and receive your MVP award. Congratulations to all the participants, including the cheerleaders, managers, and especially the football players who have participated in their last high school event. And congratulations to the Union County All-Stars, 13-7 winners tonight here at Nicholas A. Prisco Stadium on the campus of Woodbridge High School. Once again, thank you to the athletic director, Joe Ward, the principal, Mr. Glenn Lotman, and everybody here in Woodbridge Township for hosting this great event.